Don't call me stinky. How long is soon? How long is soon? How about right now? Oh, I forgot to change my chalkboard. Hello, everybody. I forgot to change. Look. I've been busy. I'm floating. I'm falling back down. No, for taking me. No, I can't go back down. I'm back down. Oh, the aliens, the ghosts are here. Hello, Bob. Hello, Nick. Hello, the mongoose. Hello, IRS. Look. I need to go. I need to open my window. Actually. Oh no, is my window open? Just keep. Everything's falling to pieces. I'll be back. Give me a moment. I'm opening windows. Magazines, I forgot to bring. Look, my mind's been all over the place. I've been trying to work out. My weight dropped again. Oh no, I thought it was stabilizing, but it fell badly. Oh no. For scales, my smart scales have been giving me very worrying weights. Okay, some of them were incredibly worrying because I didn't realise there's a little bit of a thing under the scale. I'm like, I lost so much weight. Did I should go? I didn't. It was fine. But still, I did actually. It's not good. I'm not being the best today. Last night, my health, my illness. So I keep floating. I need to get closer. Closer to all of you. Yeek. That Nid looks like looking a bit Land Before Time-ish. I guess, yeah, it does. That's meant to be. That was what I was drawing, for my hive type, but my hive type unpainted looks way cooler than that does. How long is a piece of stream? Oh, I did say hello to the Mongoose iOS and Strive420. Hello! How you doing? Cupcat is an emote. Meow, not an emote, a command. Meow is a command. Check the description. Cupcat can turn me into a cat. Meow gives me definitely not a catty. Actually, I don't turn into a cat. It's just a cupcake that mysteriously, suspiciously looks kind of like a cat. And the cat tears, it's not cat tears. Meow doesn't give me cat tears. It just gives me. Ah! Oh, darn it. Thank goodness I'm not American. Oh, goodness. But wait a minute. I can bring out my the tyrannid we made yesterday. If you missed the tyrannid we made yesterday, as a Black Templar enjoyer, I am very proud of the tyrannid we made yesterday. Mongoose borders don't stop him. Tell him, Conjurer. No, borders stop the iOS. It's fine. Actually, no. The iOS tried to tax me, and I had to be like, hey. Britain and America's had a deal for over 100 years about tax. And it's about, what's it called? It's because of YouTube being owned by Google, which is an American company. Oh my gosh, I gifted sub to Nathan.
Thank you, Nick the Salamander, for supporting the initiation of a cupcake mage.
I need to get my things back on. My screen was fine today. My screen was fine, and then oh, what the hell is Nvidia doing to me? Oh my goodness, Nvidia. I hate you so much, Nvidia. What are you doing to me? I hope it didn't mess anything up too much. You know, I'm going to replace Nvidia on my computer. I'm going to get a new AMD, maybe not a new one. I'm going to get an AMD GPU. I've decided. AMD GPU, new power supply for my computer. Redo the thermal paste, maybe get a new cooler. I want to find a place that will actually upgrade my PC for me, but I'm not sure I can, so I might have to just build it myself. I thought the beckoning cat was the neck call for beckoning cat. A beckoning cat? What beckoning cat? What? There's no cats on screen. There's no cats on screen. I've got my gloves on, by the way. Now headphones back on. Yeah. I bet I can handcam. I can show you the nid we made yesterday. Look at this nid. Look, he's enjoying his little nom-noms. He's enjoying a nommy-noms. And impaled on this thing is a librarian's chest plate and piece and stuff. And then down here, it's a librarian. It's got to be an Iron Hands librarian, because that's what the people voted for. Oh, there's his foot at the back. Yeah, if you're wondering where one of his feet are, there it's at the back. There's his leggy legs. There's all these organs and these wires. He's got Tigurius' head there. That's because it screams. Mouth open, foot on the head. He's like, stamp on me harder, Tyrannid Shan. Yeah. I like this. This is a good hive tyrant. Very dynamic. Tony the Tanuki, hello! Oh, goodness. Slice. Slicey slice. The UK makes taxes slightly more convenient, automatically taken from pay and included in prices. Too high? It depends. If you compare us to much of Europe, especially like the Scandinavian countries and like Switzerland, we pay very little taxes. If we come, because I know people in those countries, they pay a lot of taxes on everything. But that being said, the taxes pay for a hell of a lot of stuff too. And it's run relatively well. But that being said, everything is super expensive over there compared to Britain, so... Is that a xenomorph? No, this is a tyrannid. So technically a xenos, and I guess it does morph, so yeah. They are inspired. They were inspired a little bit, at the very least, by alien xenomorphs. But no, this is a tyrannid. It's a hive tyrant, so this is like a leader tyrannid. So it leads all the others, and they gather around it because it's got this like big psychic mass around it that guides the hive mind. And that's a psychic guy down there, a librarian just being stomped out of existence. And he's trying to like push a leg away. He's like, and this guy's like, already, head, so big, ears. No, they're not ears, it's just fluff. And a bit of fondant. Maybe their high tax actually get spent on things. Yeah. Yeah, don't go into all that stuff. That's not fun stuff. A lot of the stuff is less about what we pay for and more just how efficiently it's run. If you ever go to the back end of the NHS and just realise the entire systems need... If they just revamped their back end systems, the entire NHS would run so much better, but it's not getting revamped. Last time they tried to revamp it, they just made it worse. Don't ask me how. Actually, no, they tried revamping again. They did make it slightly better, but also slightly worse in some ways. It's not very good. Oh, I like this model. This is a fun model. As a Black Templar, I'm really happy about how we got to use the psycho we had. For Librarian in Terminator armor. Yeah. And we got Combat Patrols, more magazines. Oh gosh, that's shiny. That's shiny. But look, Eldar, we finally got to the Eldar magazines now. And we got a Farseer. I'm not going to build a Farseer because what I'm going to be doing is building a... How can you have not good roads if your country is tight? Because we got a lot of roads. We've got a lot of roads in this time. And they're all windy and bendy and thin and too thin for trucks to go on, and then all our pipe and grounding is under the roads, so every time something goes wrong we have to dig up the roads, because that's where all the sewers are, that's where all the water pipes are, that's where all the electronics are, that's where all the fiber optics, that's where everything is. Under the roads. And if they just choose to go for a cheap option that falls apart easily. And that means they have to do more maintenance, which is overall more expensive than just paying for the expensive option that doesn't fall apart as easily. You know? That's actually a problem a lot of companies have. It's like, just watching a company, it's like, you know, if you just splashed out a little more cash to fix this, the next time you'd have to maintain it is probably in 10 years. And if you have to maintain it before, then you'll be within warranty. If I go, no, I'll get the cheap option. The cheap option doesn't have warranty. The cheap option will fall apart within a few months' time. But no. But yeah, I want to get the Eldar pirate guys, the Corsairs, and then I'm going to convert all of the little Eldar models we have to be Corsairs. Oh, but it comes with more of these little tabley things. PG Gundam. Just use a suspension. PG Gundam. Oh. Maybe I would be. Oh no, maybe one day I'll go onto it. Oh, but look, we got a Parasite to Martrex. A Parasite to Martrex, like an actual one. Not this one I made. I converted myself. No, an actual official Parasite to Martrex. And, you know, a chaplain on a bike. Because, obviously, I hadn't already bought myself. Where is it? Where is it? Yes. Obviously, I hadn't already bought myself a Primaris chaplain on a bike. PG is perfect grade, lots of pieces. Ooh, so it's not like PG as in more child-friendly. Yeah. See, actually, we already opened this up and used it. Do you have that little chain book? Do you want to see the chaplain we used this for? Now we have a second bike priest. No, we don't. We have one. Chaplain. So before, we already had the other librarian Terminator we had. Well, we already had a librarian Terminator. And so I converted it into this chaplain. So I got this cross here and gave it to him. I green stuffed up all of her powdery bits. Kept the cape. Actually, no, gave him a cape? Kept the cape? No, gave him a cape, yeah. Took that book there. Put it there. Covered up the space on his leggy legs, which looked all librarian-y. Kept that chest platey part because, you know, it looks... Wait, is that the same chest platey part? Yeah, it is. Because it looked alright. I then gave him that head. And then I'm going to convert this into a tech priest on a bike. Tech marine, sorry, on a bike. So now we've just got a guy on a bike. My models are high or real grade, which is 1/144 scale. Ooh. 1/144. That means smaller, right? Yeah, obviously it's smaller. MG is 1 out of 100. Might try one of those before jumping to PG. Ooh. I might try Gundam one day. It's not really... I've got too much Warhammer as it is already. And I'd have to significantly reduce my workload of Warhammer I have to get through before I try getting onto something else. And preferably I'll have to get some actual more storage space to get Gundam. Because Gundam models are pretty big. But they're not easy to store around the place. Especially when I got all this Warhammer to store. Yeah. But what I think we're going to do first, we're going to look at the Tigurius magazine. And as you can see, where's his actual base? Did he come with a base? I do not remember seeing a base. Huh. I'm assuming he must come with a relatively large base. Considering this part. Unless, no, that can't be his base.
Let's not tempt her into other models. She already has a debilitating plastic crack addiction without introducing her to new flavors.
Yeah. So, Tigurius here, I want to convert him into a chaplain. There's a few things we're going to have to do for that, though. We're going to have to cut that little U off on there. File this down where it's got his name and stuff. Or perhaps just cut off the entire banner. Replace that and probably that. File down where that U is on his chest, because that means ultramarine. And he's going to be a Black Templar, not an ultramarine. Cut off this little hood part, because that's the librarian-y part. Replace this staff, or maybe we can keep it, but we're going to have to like cut it off here and then find something to replace the top part. I was thinking about potentially just giving him the axe of a librarian. Maybe that would count. Be good enough? I'm not sure. Bossin. Erland! Hello! Hello, Erland! Where's my... There we go. You means toilet seat because ultramarines are stinky. Ultramarines are big stinky. Yeah. I don't know where this actual base is meant to be. Oh no. Give me a moment to look for it. I might be able to find his base. Oh, there it is. It was behind the magazine. Oh. Okay, that was a very quick look. Funniest models ever. Good morning, Cupcon. How are you? It's afternoon for me and honestly not a great day for me. I managed to get through my exercises. It's just half an hour exercises took like an hour. I did still go for a walkie though. And my weight's dropping again. It's not fun. But I'm going to a doctor's on Thursday. That's just a scheduled appointment I had anyway. My body's been finding a reason for me to go. Funnest models ever. Nothing funny about effing up in 300. Oh, $300 model. Oh, yeah, that's like the issues with wrestling. That's the issue with wrestling. They need to kick word view bearers' butt. Word bearers' butt needs to be kicked. Word bearers suck. Yeek. Da 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 da. But here we go. Here is a magazine with this is about Chief Librarian Tigurius, the big old stinky ultramarine man. the most famous librarian who ever trumped. This is a special. Okay, this is a special one. I never even knew if we're going to send these out until I got a little letter from Combat Patrol saying, hey, do you want one of these magazines? I'm like, yeah. The special issue of Combat Patrol is the first in a series that will give some of the 41st millennium's greatest champions, sorry. In this issue, you'll find Pharaoh Tigurius, one of the most powerful space marine psychers to ever live. Get him built, paint him up, and share your photos with other Combat Patrol collectors. Never! I mean, I'm not sharing photos, I'm sharing videos. You're a word bearer. No word bearers! Get out of here, Atco! Get out of here! I'm joking. Hello, Atco, how you doing? Hello. Heart. Rah! When filling this issue, simply slot all the pages in together with the rest of your collect articles. File it under the back. No, I can't be. Do you expect me to file them properly? No. Oh, this is how you're meant to. Oh gosh. Let me turn off the lights. It's too bright, isn't it? Flashbang, sorry. There you go. This is how you're meant to build it. We're ignoring this. How to paint him. Ew, ultramarine colours. Ignoring it. Definitely ignoring it. Okay, this is a bit fussy. There we go. My eyes. Branry is here. Hello, Branry. One of the greatest space marine sidekicks for Grey Knights of Spinning and Fury. As far as I'm aware, Tigurius is actually like more powerful than the vast majority of Grey Knights. In fact, I'm pretty sure the librarians that you find in most chapters are more powerful than most Grey Knights. Or at least the other ones that you see on the field. Because there's plenty of librarians who are librarians in training. But you won't necessarily see that. There used to be a time when psychers are treated like priests, not priests, mages in Old World. And what you'd do is you'd give them spell slots effectively. And which were your psychic spells and abilities. And as a result, you could have your librarian be very, very weak because you didn't give him much to save points, or you spent every single point available and made your librarian incredibly overpowered. At the time, the vast majority of Grey Knights who weren't a psychic specialist had psychic powers, just very, very weak psychic powers compared to what a single librarian could do. Okay, here we go. It's talking about Tigurius. Chibi mama. Who's a mama? I'm not a mother. Oh. Ah. Hello. I'm back. Pat. Pat. Poke. Ah. Poke. Ah. Poke. Ah. Oh. Hands coming after me. Oh. I'm being attacked by a hand from one side, a microphone from another. You always were, though. You want to do a fun Gundam model in PG? I recommend to Strike Freedom with a Gundam Seed, my favourite model. Ooh. I try to keep it in mind with the going to Gundam. I do not have PG space, I think. This is my Gundam's room. You mean Gundam room? No, no. Oh gosh. Oh, you don't have the sprinkles. I'm sorry, iOS. You need to collect more funds. Have you ever tried painting one of your minis as shell shaded? No. I struggle with cell shading just on normal drawing, let alone with minis. Oh. But anyway, here we go. Sorry, it's a bit dark. Pharaoh Tigurius is the chief librarian of the Ultramarines and psyker of incredible skill. In battle, he sears foes with blasts of raw power. Tigurius' greatest talent is his gift of foresight. He is capable of predicting the future with startling accuracy. So he's about as good as a warlock. My first real grade was a Sinadju, which apparently makes me a masochist. Oh. I broke my bombing has ruined me. Your bombing has ruined you, IRS. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Time and time again, his skills have allowed for Ultramarines to secure victory or saved the life of another hero of a chapter. As long as Tigurius stands, the Ultramarines will never be caught with their guard down. Whack! Their guard's down now! Ha! Oh, what of Tigurius? Honestly, Caligar and Tigurius are two of the reasons I don't really like Ultramarines, or didn't like Ultramarines. But now that the law's kind of been moving away from those two characters, I kind of suddenly like Ultramarines again. Rod of Tigurius. Tigurius' rod is on full display. Tigurius can change his staff with his power, allowing him to make blows that shatter armor and souls alike. Hood of Hellfire. His psychic hood is integrated into Tigurius' armor. It contains special crystals that help him channel his powers in battle. Ultramarines are just 40k's, Harry Potter. Nah, they're not that bad. They're not that bad. They can actually... Ultramarines can actually cast Expelliarmus without killing somebody or throwing them across the room. As the Chief Librarian, Tigurius is responsible for safeguarding the secrets of the Ultramarines chapter. Matt Ward ruined Ultras for the longest time. I keep hearing Matt Ward's bad. I'm not entirely sure he's bad. I think sometimes he does some... he did some annoying stuff. Other times he was really good. I like most people. Like some people don't like the guy who wrote Gaunt's Ghosts and those books and other books. Yeah, I think he's rather tame when it comes to 40k compared to some other authors. But I think that tameness itself makes his books more enjoyable and readable to most people. That being said, I only got part way through for Gaunt's Ghost series. I enjoyed them to some extent, but not as much as other series of books. But they were never as popular as for Gaunt's Ghost anyway, so... The difficulty with cell shading is painting. The shading and lighting lines are the easy parts. Oh. I think the Thousand Sons are more Harry Potterish. I mean, true. They are wizards. You're a wizard. Oh, what's the name? Harryman. Is he called Harryman? You're wizard Harryman. 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 Oh, nearly every chapter contains a librarian as an... contains a librarius. Nearly every chapter contains a librarius, except Black Templars, they don't count. An organization dedicated to the training of psychic space marines for the safeguarding of the chapter's lore. If a space marine shows psychic aptitude during their recruitment, they are inducted into the librarians. They're abducted! They're inducted. I'm joking. My screen turned off again. Oh, it's back. If Lupin from Harry Potter was a space marine, how would that work? He's a wizard and a werewolf? He'll just be a psychic. Who would be a werewolf, not space wolf librarian. Space wolves have librarians and rune masters. He'll just be one of them. They hone their powers and learn to shield their minds against the psychic attacks. Wait, do they have librarians or do they only have rune masters? Either way, same difference. To shield their mind against psychic attacks. Also, demons invading their mind. In battle, they are able to unleash energy blasts, sense for enemy movements, and predict the fortunes of battle. If you asked them for White Scars and Space Wolves don't have librarians...
There are no wolves on Fenric. There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
There's no war in Ba Sing Se. Ba Sing Se! Fire Storm Priest and Rune Priest. Same diff. Same diff. He goes getting slapped upside the head. Slap. It's actually Storm Seers. Storm Seers. Chief Librarian. The Chief Librarian is more... So you can barely see it. If you want to turn this light on, does that help? Okay, a little bit. The Chief Librarian is more than just a paragon of the psychic arts. He is a veteran commander whose counsel is highly valued by the chapter master. Epistolary. Epistolaries are masters of a number of psychic techniques and are trusted with guarding a chapter's deepest secrets and most precious relics. A codicea, a librarian hones not just their mind but their body. By the time they have reached the rank of codicea, they are often skilled duelists. Lexinium. Having proven themselves in battle, a Lexinium is trusted to use more dangerous and powerful psychic abilities. Acolytes. Every Space Marine librarian begins training as an acolyte. Even these neophyte psychers are capable of harnessing incredible powers in battle. Yeah, for acolytes, I don't think we have a good representation of them. These ones, a librarian could easily represent pretty well. Any of these could be represented by just plonking a librarian on the field. An acolyte, on the other hand, doesn't really have that. Because they don't have the more powerful psychic spells and abilities. A Space Marine librarian summons the lightning. Ready, aim, shoot. Oh, here's Tigurius' data sheet. Let's turn this light off again. You guys are speaking gibberish. Gibberish! You can't ask the right scores anything. It would require them to stay still. You can, you just have to be on a bike. Driving as fast as you can. With boosts. Metal bending for the win. Nah, metal bending sucks. I'm joking. As Tigurius charges into battle, he assails enemy with a tempest of psychic fury. Blasts of energy leap from his staff, hurling foes through the air and burning their souls to ash. If a Chief Librarian's foresight that is most valuable to the chapter, his merest intuition is worth more than the predications of an army of strategists and spies. Okay, he's got movement of 6 inches, his only toughness 4, he's got 3+ armor save with 4+ invulnerable, he's got 4 wounds, 6 leadership, 1 capture point ability. I'm gonna leave his light on. I'm gonna need you to focus camera.
There were no Piscas in the Black Templars, there is no war in Ba Sing Se.
There are no psychers in the Black Templars. Magneto is disappointed. Look. Magneto can be beaten by a plastic chair. You can pick up a lawn chair in your garden and bat him around the head and have nothing to do about it. Imagine Magneto getting lost in a forest and then you come at him with a plastic chair. He's going to have nothing. He's going to be like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Nothing. That's what he's going to do. I've used to read those books because the right to refuse is to finish the story. Are you a fan of a Song of Ice? I'm not a big fan of Game of Thrones stuff. I could never get through the books because honestly they kind of bored me. And I couldn't get through the TV show because honestly it just kept disturbing me. A lot of it is also, it's like, why is there so much nudity? There doesn't need to be this much. Why is everyone so sexual? Are they all just teenagers? Was this written by a teenager who just... Oh gosh. By the way, bolt pistol, 12-inch range, ballistic skill 2+, strength 4. Kind of sucks as a bolt pistol goes. Storm of the Emperor's Wrath, Rich Fire. Blast Psychic, Blast Hazardous Psychic. He's got 2 ways to do it. D6, 2d6, strength 6, AP -2 damage. That's an okay spell. Melee 5 attack, strength 7, AP -2, D3. That's not bad in melee. Only hits on a 3+ though. Well, this model is leading a unit. Models in that unit have feel no pain 4+ against psychic attacks and mortal wounds. That's okay. George, finish a book. Pokes his stick. George, finish a book. Technically, we're just not anymore. Do you remember the cat called Dominus? No. No, I do not. Magnetic can control the iron in your body and the iron in the ground. Yeah, that only requires a lot. That's only if you've got enough of it to actually control. If you don't have enough of it to control, then he's doing nothing to you. Have iron in the ground. That's only if there is iron in the ground. What's the likelihood of finding iron in the ground in a random forest? And it's iron oxide. Can he actually control that? You play any... I don't play Magic the Gathering. I tried once when Commander was a big thing. If it still is, I don't know. Couldn't get into it. Plus, I don't really have anyone to play with. Logic. That means earthbenders and waterbenders have a form of bloodbending. I imagine waterbenders probably could do bloodbending if they really wanted to. I'm pretty sure actually the Avatar The Last Airbender books that I've heard are pretty good because my friend's a big fan of them. And I don't know if they go into anything like that, but I do know that they go into other stuff and other parts of the history there. Yeah, George is a very starving tailor. I think you're actually really good because of the newest detachment. Oh, I've not seen the newest detachment. Would make sense. Oh, what does he do? Masters of Preciousness. No, it's Masters of Prescience. Prescience! That means to predict things.
Tigurius believes he can fly. He believes he can touch the sky.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Every night and day. Just dreaming of spaghetti pie. What? I actually don't care about the specifics. I just thought Toph was the coolest character. I've not watched The Last Airbender. I keep wanting to. I've heard that for other series, Korra or whatever, is really good. I can't get past the design of what's his name, Aang in Avatar. He keeps reminding me of a bald chimpanzee, and I'm like, neuroactivation. Why don't you want to? Look, why don't you want to focus camera? But when this model is leading a unit, each time an attack targets that unit, subtract 1 for the hit roll. Oh, that's pretty cool. In addition, once per battle round, you can target that unit with one of the following. Sorry. I completely lost where I was. One of the following stratagems for 0 command points: counter-offensive, firewatch, go to ground, heroic intervention. That sounds okay. It's not bad. It's not bad. But we got ready aim shoot over here. It's like to take pictures of it, and then it gives you the little thing here. You rip out the page, cut it down there, and then you can fold it, and then you can use it as a little photo stand. But you know, I'm not going to do that. Worst part of the Game of Thrones show, apart from the awful battle tactics, was that Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran had a cameo. I never got that far. I think I got 2 seasons deep, maybe 3. I really loved the music. That was amazing, especially the opening sequence. But yeah, it's not my cup of tea. I prefer other type of stuff. Okay, but let's open up and look at our new Parasite to Mortrex. It was great until season 7. I've heard people say that a lot. Here we go. Parasite to Mortrex. Wait. Oh, Parasite to Mortrex is on a smaller base.
An enemy that can raise the dead, don't hide your civvies in the crypt.
Don't hide your civilians in a crypt and fighting necromancers. I never knew it was on a smaller base. I thought it was on this size base. Oops. Oops. Maybe I can rip it off first and put it on this base. Okay, no, it would not fit on a small base. It would not fit on... Mine would not fit on a smaller base than what it's on currently. Ah, whatever, it's fine. Being on a larger base is only a disadvantage for it. So here's a model kit. The wings are of a similar size. The head is a little bit bigger, body same size. Okay, so yeah, it's not off. My model, my attempt at making one from other bits wasn't too shabby, I guess, in terms of scale. But here we go. Parasite to Mortrex, how to make it. How to paint your Parasite to Mortrex. Very nice, very nice. The Great Crusade!
Oh, for the love of the Emperor, don't hold the thing upside down.
What? Why don't hold it upside down? What's wrong? What's wrong? The Great Crusade was led by the Emperor himself. Let's turn the lights back on, see how this looks. Oh gosh, that's too bright. Yep, never mind. Never mind. The Great Crusade was, oh gosh, a time of renewed hope and optimism for humanity. But this was not to last. I quote from the producer, she forgot about the Iron Fleet. You could damage it. This thing, holding upside down, you can damage it. Ooh. This one's fine. You can do anything you want with it. It's like... Ow! Talan, don't just come in and yeet. You're late. You're late, Talan. Tony, you're just on time. Talan is late. I was like, hello, Tony. Hello, Talan. Ah, burgers. Burger to my face. Oh my gosh, guys. Do you know how much I've been struggling to eat recently? Do you aware I said I've been having half a burger and just struggling to eat it, where before I used to eat a full burger? Well, today I tried to eat pasta. I had a small amount of pasta, about this much. And I made some sauce. I asked my father when he was going to a butcher's today, could he get me 160 grams of mincemeat? And then I broke up half of it, threw it into my sauce. I thought I could only have half a sauce in my pasta, and I was like, oh gosh, it's too much. It's just, I'm like over 6 foot. I'm like 6'4". Why am I struggling to eat? I need more food than that to live. Oh, Talan is late. For shame, Talan. For shame. You're gonna turn me into a dreadnought. The dreadnought! Oh, yep. Have you guys seen the dreadnought? Do you want to see the dreadnought? Do you want to see a beautiful, beautiful dreadnought? Where is it? Windows capture. Where is it? We go to the Warhammer website first because we have to. We have to. Oh, I never showed you something before that I wanted to show you guys. Before we get to a dreadnought. Have you guys seen this? Look at this. There's a new statue. There's a new statue you can get. That's so cool. And also, these new models are perfect for Black Templar, my serfs and stuff. It's like, oh, look at them. They're all priestly. They're all priestly. Okay, now the Death Cult Assassin is kind of meh. Sure, he's wearing... I wonder if he's going to have a different type of head to have. Or she, or whatever, out now.
Aha, Talan thinks he's getting in the dreadnought. Talan is being interred into the Cyclops demolition vehicle.
Yeah. No, it's not being interned into a dreadnought. He's being turned into a dreadnought. I'll show you soon. Look at those legs. Those are cool. And those legs too. I've all got robo legs. I want robo legs. Give me the robo legs. You could do so many squats. And look at his statue. Look at his statue. Okay, but anyway, I need to divert myself onto a different distraction. Visit site. Let me open it up. Open image. Can I just like... Oh, Reddit, why are you so annoying? Whatever. Reddit, you're annoying me, but here you go. Here you go. It's a rat dreadnought. It's a dreadnought rat. It's absolutely amazing. Look at it, and look, there's a couple of tiny little rats down here. Yeah, this is something I saw on Reddit today. It's like, oh. Hi, Nano Fate. Are you watching House of the Green Dragon? The Green Dragon? No. I've not heard of House of the Green Dragon. Oh, statue makes you think of Sanguinius. No, it's meant to be one of the saints, the other sisters that became a saint, I think. It's camouflage. Yeah, that's a cool thing. Who is this? I mean, I guess I can see why you'd think Sanguinius here. Oh, Imperial Shrine statue. I just call it an Imperial Shrine statue. It doesn't say who it is. I'm not sure I want to buy the box because I imagine the statue itself would be like for offer, where for a limited amount of time you can buy the statue itself. Because I don't really care about getting these guys. I don't want a massive box. And I don't want all these cards and stuff and the kill team rules and dossiers and stuff. I just want the statue. I just want these things. So I might wait till after it's out and then they release the kill team by itself and the statue by itself. Yeah. Do. I didn't know Skaven had power armor. Oh, she's gonna do that deal. House of a Green Dragon. Oh, I never knew it was called... I've heard of House of a Dragon. Yeah. I didn't know it was called House of a Green Dragon because I said it got Matt Smith in it or something. I love Matt Smith. He's great. Yeah, you have to be careful what words you use on YouTube. YouTube can be a bit stinky. And some words that we used to avoid YouTube, you know, bonking us, are now bad ones. Oh yeah, here we go. That's what we were reading. That's what we were reading. Over 10,000 years ago, the Emperor conceived a grand plan to unify the scattered tribes of humanity and to conquer the galaxy in its name. If you don't know, before this great crusade, humanity once conquered most of the galaxy of what was called the Dark Age of technology, and we know very little about it. Or then it was ended when an AI uprising occurred. Vast fleets of starships and huge armies of space marines, Adeptus Crusaders, and mortal soldiers were assembled for this purpose. Supported by the Skitarii legions and colossal titans of Mars, it was a single grandest undertaking mankind has ever known. For 2 centuries, these forces waged war. The Skitarii legions, the Skippy Tatari, the Skippity Toilet Legion. They waged war in the Emperor's name, slaying his enemies without mercy and bringing thousands of planets into the nascent Imperium, reuniting previously lost human civilizations, and sometimes annihilating some that were even more advanced than them. That's the Emperor. He's a big stinky man and a terrible dad. An empire of broken dreams. What was that voice? About that. The Elder enjoyed life so hard they doomed the galaxy. Yeah, enjoying life, if you know what I mean. Oh, they went to the pleasures of excess way too much. By the way, that means the pleasures of excess, we all assume has some very certain circumstances connected to it. But all they mean is they just made way too much Warhammer. Every single Eldar had like 2,000 rooms just filled with Warhammer armies. That most of them of unmade models, and what was made was mostly unpainted. And the amount of grey plastic there was in total excess ended up making Slanesh appear. Keep the ads! Punch up! Punch up! Yeah, YouTube's getting really over top with ads, I found out. They've recently sent me something saying, hey, you're going to find more ads on your stream. Now, you might think this means more money. It doesn't. Well, not for you. For YouTube, yes. For you, no. I'm like, oh, thank you, YouTube. Thank you. I need to get that lot out. I hate the ads. Bring the ad blocker. Never, I need them. I need your ad money. Quote from Real Romans. Don't vocalize for M at the end. You sound like a barbarian. Oh. Wait, the M at the end. The M at the end of what? Euphemism. Off topic. Anyone been watching 1,000-Year Blood One? Nope. Excess. They had free biscuits with their morning cup of pure decadent. What? Whoa. You boat gently down the stream. You're drowning. That's the sound of drowning because you didn't row it hard enough. You rowed it too gently. Too gently. How much money you make from ads, Conjuror? Enough to buy 1 box of Warhammer a month. Yeah. That's actually true. It's a small box of Warhammer. Or if I wait 2 months, I can buy 1 bigger box of Warhammer. Or 5 months, I can buy a big combat patrol. Yeah. And if it, yes. Streams are actually really good for making ad money off. It's crazy. Like, compared to videos, you don't need that many views on a stream to actually make decent, because streams are long. And people are more in tune with the streams. Oh, which word do I need to replace? I have no idea. I can't actually see the message you even tried to send. I'm sorry. What did you just write, Talan? What did you just write? Given what goes on in the 40k universe, I'd should lighten up on the language filtering. Nothing. Oh, goodness. You're crazy. Lock her up. Oh, it's because Talan's a moderator. It doesn't automatically moderate Talan as much. Everyone else gets automatically moderated by YouTube, so sometimes I won't even see your messages to know what you said wrong. But... yeah. I think moderators can, but I can't without doing a bunch of stuff. Great Crusade sought to establish a secular empire built upon science and reason.
No minors allowed on YouTube, but we will treat you like them and try to protect you from naughty words.
Naughty words! Look, I actually don't say the naughty words in real life, so it's very good. So remember that I have the power to say bad word, but I don't use it often. Good. The Great Crusade sought to establish a secular empire. However, in the millennium since, these ideals have been lost, and the Imperium has descended into an age of fear, superstition, and ritual. Now, this is actually how the fantasy world was too. And the old world doesn't seem to be as suspicious. They don't want to focus it on being as suspicious as it used to be. And instead... oh gosh, someone's revving a car engine right outside. But yeah, Great Crusade, secular, superstition, ritual. Oh yeah, and so that's one of the things is whenever you see anything of a 40k universe, always take it with a grain of salt because superstition is real. Everything you know is basically just led by fear, superstition, and ritual. It's basically all lies, propaganda, and you know nothing is real. Nothing you read about 40k can be confirmed, even if it's from the mouth of a Black Library author. Oh gosh, I think they're actually trying to change that a little bit so they can take more control over the narrative. Because once again, that's got to be a legal thing of Games Workshop wanting to avoid people infringing on copyright, and when anything can be real in a universe, it suddenly becomes very hard to enforce your copyright. The Great Crusade was a mission, which is why a lot of companies, you know, try taking very strict control of their IPs and stuff that they have and what can and can't exist within them, because it's all basically just legal stuff, so that they can win court battles against people trying to plagiarize them or otherwise steal what they're doing. The Great Crusade was a mission to assert the supremacy of humanity across the galaxy. Aliens and mutants were eradicated from worlds where they were found, so that they might be repopulated by Imperial colonists. Where distant human civilizations were discovered, they were brought into the fold of the Imperium, either through diplomacy or by the strength of arms. All were forced to recognize the authority of the Emperor, and those who resisted were met by the full might of the Imperium's formidable military. A car in Britain? Is it the green car of Mr. Bean? No, it's like some stupid thing. YouTube even filters kill at times. Oh, unalive at times, even when we're talking about abstract, like with this game. Yeah. I can't wait on the next season of the TYBW. The young British wife. But what was that one chaos god that got decanonized? Oh wait, wasn't he for god of atheism? Was a god of atheism at one point, and basically by being an atheist you empowered him. So was a god of atheism. That was hilarious. I still wish that was a god that was around today. That'd be hilarious. Been watching lore videos on apocalyptic events in 40k, been very interesting. Malal got decanoned. I believe the decanonized chaos god was Malice. Yeah, there's a few of them that got decanonized. So there was a lot of chaos gods. And technically there was still a lot of chaos gods out there, they just don't talk about them anymore. Aren't psychers also mutants though? And they are fed. There's a lot of mutants in the Imperium. Most of the time, when they're talking about mutants, and the mutants that the Emperor man over here, Mr. Emperor here, really disliked, they were chaos-infested mutants. So they were mutated by chaos, not mutated by humans. And there were some humans he didn't like, you know, some human mutations. But considering you had the Ogrins, the Ratlings, the Longshanks, and all sorts of mutants, from Psychers to Astropaths and all sorts, these are all fine. But mostly it's things like gene stealer mutants. One's mutated by other aliens, not just Tyranids, and one's mutated by the Chaos Gods. They're the ones that the Emperor disliked. And what the Imperium really wants to go after, but sometimes, like a lot of the Black Templar, just go all mutants. They get in that Space Marines themselves are also mutants. So yeah, yuck. The Great Crusade expanded the bounds of the human space to a greater extent than ever before or since. The technological advanced Rangada were exterminated in the galactic north, were a series of brutal wars. I'm tripping over more words. While the Terminus Hood were driven from many worlds, the Ark Empire of Erg was crushed in the Ulanar systems. It seemed that this was a golden age of humanity, and that none could challenge Imperium's dominance. However, at the very height of the Crusade, the Emperor's great work was to be undone, not by any external force, but by treachery from within. Ooh, Night Parade, hello! Malal, now Malice, represents chaos, habit of turning on itself. So his worshippers, like the Sons of Malice, attack other Chaos Warbands. Ooh, I know Chaos Warbands fight one another anyway. Ooh. Ooh, speaking of straight up vampires. I don't know if it's still in a book. I think I read it in actually maybe one of the books recently. But it was about... Actually, it's a bit like Luciferium or whatever in... whatever it's called. Rimworld. Basically, there's like these treatments you can get that will extend your life. And by having them, you can like extend your life like really, really, really far. But the more you have it, the more monstrous and mutated you become. And then you become reliant upon it. And if you can't get it, then the only other way to sate your need and to keep yourself alive is like drinking blood. And it basically like turns rogue traders and, you know, lords of planets and stuff into vampires. I understand why Amps didn't tell how chaos worked, plot contrivances. We would think he'd say how it spread at least. Now, I think actually how he works is pretty interesting because he wasn't entirely wrong. He was wrong, but not entirely wrong. He had the bright idea of if no one knows chaos exists, chaos will die off. Simple as that. Because what really empowers chaos is a belief that it exists. Simply but not believing in chaos, like not believing demons is real, will actually weaken a demon. Like if you just simply look at a demon in the eyes and just say, you're not real. I don't believe you're real. I don't believe, like don't even just say it to them. You just be like, that's not real. There's nothing real. There's nothing there. It will actually weaken the demon. And that's actually how it goes. Never mind what you do. All of your pleasures, all of your war and hate and your diseases and all of that has no power on chaos, has very little influence on chaos without the knowledge of its existence effectively. Like it does have some effect on them, but the greatest power of chaos comes from the fact that you know about it and you believe in it. Which is why the Imperium still tries to like hide chaos's existence, because it empowers them. And worlds where chaos is known about intrinsically grants or gives you the eyes of chaos. Like chaos will be looking at you because you know about it. And then because you know about it, you are empowering chaos even more, and then more chaotic things are likely to happen on the planet. So it makes sense why that, but at the same time, you can't really hide the knowledge of something that's already so powerful. Eventually it will become found out, and then you won't have any way to combat it. So he did need ways to combat it. He did need ways to know of its influence. Not everyone needed to know, but a few people did. But that's the thing, the Emperor makes mistakes. The Emperor is not some supreme being that knows everything. He is ultimately at his core human. And he makes a lot of mistakes. And he's very arrogant in his mistakes as well. If you like Goku, Naruto, Natsu, Asta, Luffy, I like Goku. I like Goku. You like Bleach. Actually, I'm not a big fan of Goku's. Actually, Goku's character's pretty funny sometimes. This reminds me of she was mad when she found out that they shared Cetra's law. But they changed Tetra's law. He got so used to not believing in chaos that he didn't believe in his children. He didn't believe in his children. He was a terrible dad. Chaos is like a fairy tale creature. If you don't believe in them, they'll disappear. Yeah, basically. They won't disappear entirely because they still get fed some power. It's just that... It's like Chaos, at the height of the Great Crusade, Chaos was actually very, very weak. This is why during like the Great Crusade and stuff and the Horus Heresy, it mostly focused around Space Marines and humans. And Chaos itself only really starts to play roles of demons and so on, and have major impact of the wars and mutations late in the war when it was gaining so much power. But at the start of the war and for influencing of the Primarchs, Chaos's power was absolutely pathetic at the time. Amazing how she repeats it. Look, I have to. I know what chat's like. If you don't repeat yourself 5 times, chat won't absorb the knowledge. Oh, wonderful. The Evertail Pokemon horror commercials are back. Oh, no. I have no idea what that's about, but still. Well, you hate monkeys. Goku is literally patterned of a monkey king. I know. But he doesn't look like a monkey. Okay, as a kid form, Kid Goku does kind of look like a monkey. But then they start making him look less like a monkey. It's a big hairstyle of a chubby cheeks. It's a chubby cheeks or a big hair. He doesn't look like a monkey. Yeah. Goku also had a tail. Yeah, you know what else has a tail? Cats. And dogs. And bananas. And dolphins. I think there's some examples of Fabius Bile denying demons to her face. Yeah, Fabius Bile does that. And he may actually be atheist. Yeah, and he has actually some good points about it. But at the same time, you can see how he contradicts himself within those statements. And Fabius Bile actually does a lot of that. And that's actually why he's such a fun character. He's just he's like, he really has a lot of Fulgrim inside him, doesn't he? Wait, Fabius Bile is Emperor's Children, isn't he? Because Fulgrim also contradicts himself a lot once he gives in to his pride. Actually, a lot of the characters do. The Emperor himself contradicts himself. Goku is a Japanese way of saying Wukong. Yeah. What gets me is that chaos is only chaos because of how the galaxy is. If the galaxy is at peace, the warp could be a paradise. Yeah. Yeah, but apparently the warp used to be a lot easier to travel along and stuff, and a lot safer. Like, especially during the Great Crusade. Like, despite how much war there was, because there wasn't that much belief in chaos, and because of the wars were very one-sided for most of them, it was a relatively peaceful time. Well, not super peaceful. You had the Crusade, but the warp was relatively at peace. Yeah, I've not watched Daima, so no spoilers, please, but I did see that spoiler. I don't know if it can be canon. No, Akira did write Daima. Apparently, it was the last thing he wrote, accordingly. It feels like every other day for like, this is the last thing Akira Toriyama ever did. Well, it wasn't the last thing he wrote. I think he wrote the series, but then after that he did the superhero Piccolo thing. Or was it that way around? I can't remember. I know the last thing he gave advice to, what's it called? Toritai, whatever his name is, the guy who now writes Dragon Ball. Hello, gift tag. How you doing? Hello. Yeah, was about Piccolo waving goodbye. That was sad. That was sad. Warp was safe, and then the War in Heaven happened. I don't think there was a warp before the War in Heaven. There was a webway. I don't know if a warp exists. I can't remember. And I've changed the law a few times, so I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, Daima ended recently. I've just not gotten around to watching it yet. Yeah, unfortunately, Kira's gone now. Sad. The warp was very tranquil until the war in heaven between the network. Well, okay, so it was for the war in heaven. That made it worse. Akira did pass Dragon Ball to the new mangaka, so it's canon. Yeet. But no, Daima was by Toriyama. I'm pretty sure it was by Toriyama. That's what I keep hearing. While our enemy still draws breath, there could be no peace among the stars. True, true. Enemies shouldn't be an enemy within. The enemy within. Beneath a bruised purple sky, the survivors of the Decima squad fell back across a barren landscape, seeking a more defensible position. The sun had not shone in weeks, blotted out by clouds of alien spores that seemed like potatoes. No, it seemed even denser. Progress was slow, and with each step thick, acidic mud sucked at their boots. It was as if the whole landscape was being slowly digested. Where once trees had been plentiful, now all that remained was a foul-smelling vegetable slurry. Ah. All I know is that Vegeta likes taking baths with Bulma, not showers to learn. It's Toritayo or something like that. He's a very good mangaka. I like him. It's fun. He wrote much of Super. He wrote much of a Super manga. And was working alongside Toriyama. Basically
Maybe he
a protege.
likes those two. You don't know.
Yeah. Maybe he likes those two, you don't know.
Foul-smelling vegetable slurry, just like Mother used to make.
Oh no, they are bringing back the Super Manga. The Super Manga's getting more stuff. Yeah, also, just like Mother used to make. Yeah, I understand those vegetables. Oh. A glide a parasite to Martrek haunts the skies above a shattered Imperial city waiting for it. Oh, look at it. Look at it. Oh, it's so cool. Yeah, they are making more Super now. Which is nice. Well, once trees had been... what's this? Where's this? Well, once trees had been plentiful, now all that remained as a forest... Yeah, there we go. The only things that grew here now were tall spires of alien appearance. Okay, so this must be Tyranid World. Cut to try to avoid looking at the serrated forms. Not daring to guess as to what their origin or purpose might be. Instead, she focused her gaze on the Imperial bunker that rose in the distance, their salvation. The squad's progress was made slow by the weight of Jones, who leaned heavily on Cutter's shoulder as she helped him limp along. He had been wounded in their previous engagement, but she refused to leave him behind, as he'd insisted. He was, after all, the reason she was still alive. She shuddered as she thought back to yesterday's events. They'd been out on patrol scouting out for enemy's position. They'd been out on patrol scouting out for enemy's position for an artillery bombardment when a dark shadow had suddenly swooped down upon them. Two of our squad mates had been ripped to shreds before they even... Oh no, pick up Parasite to Mortrex, did it? Knew what happened. What was happening. A huge bat-wing creature slashed and tore at them with its limbs and stabbed out with a long tail that ended in a vicious stinger. She remembered her limbs turning heavy as the feral creature, as she looked into its hideous, snarling face, convinced that this was the moment of her death. Then Jones, the brave fool, had rushed forward with his lasgun, firing point blank into the creature and jabbing it with his bayonet. In range, it had lashed out at him with its barbed tail, scoring a nasty wound in his abdomen, before beating its leathery wings of "Oh no! Oh no!" and flying away. What you doing? We're going through these comics we got, and it comes with cool little models like this Tigurius and these things. And we're reading little stories. Sparking Zero seems to follow anime canon, meaning Melty Samazu is a character called Melty Samazu. Melty, I hope he's not more powerful than normal Zamazu. I think GT was slightly more consistent in spite of power creep. Roshi dodging Jiren should be impossible. Yeah, that was weird in the manga. Although Jiren was holding back massively too because he was afraid of killing Roshi in the manga. So yeah. Also, Jiren was just way weaker in the manga, I feel like, than he was in the anime. I wish I could have seen my suspension. Frieza was going to be the next destroyer. Maybe. Maybe. But your suspicion that Frieza was good. Yeah, I could see that. I was thinking a similar thing. It was Frieza or Vegeta for me. Oh no. If you don't know why I'm saying oh no, it's because the Parasite of Martrex is an attack where if it attacks you with its tail, it can inject you with Ripper Swarms, and then you'll burst open and turn into a swarm of Rippers. So how is the hero of our doing, she asked, masking her genuine concern with sarcasm. It itches. Oh no! Jones replied through gritted teeth. It itches like you wouldn't believe. Don't worry, Noxus is just a flesh wound, no internal damage. You'll be playing Scrumball again in no time. Jones smiled, but Cuptle could see the pain he was trying to hide. Could see that he was trying to hide the pain. The rest of the march was undertaken in near silence, as the exhausted remains of Decima's squad made their way across the tainted wasteland to the bunker. Cuptle noticed the uneasy glances to the sky, but all fearful the winged nightmare would return. As they approached the bunker, everything was eerily quiet. The anime is too focused on the spectacle to make any sense anymore. Yeah. Oh, Silver Templars! It itches. Oh no! Overturned ammo crates and spare kit littered the ground, and anything that could not be easily carried had been left behind. Overhead, a shower flitted through the sky. Enemy sighted, yelled Cuptle. Watkins Jefferson, cuffing fire, ordered Sergeant Wayland. Wayland! The rest of you, get inside. Wait, I should do voices, potentially. Watkins Jefferson, cuffing fire. The rest of you, get inside! They opened fire, filling the air with distinctive cracks of last bolts and the whine of recharging power cells. The creature above darted and died, avoiding their shots before disappearing once more into the darkness. Still shouldering Jones's weight, she headed for the open door of the bunker, the rest of the squad following behind. When the last of the Decima squad were inside, they sealed the heavy blast door shut. Yeah, if you don't see no morphs and chest rippers, or chest busters, this might be what's happening. Heartburn, BRB. I got heartburn too, nice. Silver Templars, they must be a colouring mistake. No, they're an Ultramarine successor chapter. They're not like the Black Templars. Pretty sure that is still the name for the haha, you're now Rippers rule. It just, we can actually check. It's gonna be in here somewhere. Here we go. Yep, it's called It Itches. At the start of a fight phase, select one enemy unit of engagement range of this model. The enemy unit must take a battle shock test. So that's not the Rippers rule, that's the battle shock rule. Wait. Is this printed correctly? No, it can't be correct. Ah. How to use combat patrol included. In games where you are using Tyranids combat patrol for Fire Guy Swarm, Remove the barber gaunts from your army and place them with a parasite to Mortrex. Oh. Okay, I'm guessing it's weaker in combat patrol then. I guess that would be a very powerful ability to have. Well, that's why you had an update recently for the Tyranids. Okay, where's this? Put each Jones down on the floor at the rear of the room, resting his back as comfortably as she could against the wall. His face was covered with sweat, and he was convulsing and muttering something to himself. Sarge, Jones is acting strangely, she said. He's feverish, Rayland replied, kneeling down to inspect the injured guardsman. The wound's probably just infected. Jones let out a long, agonized scream. Ah! And then they saw it, something writhing and squirming beneath his flesh. Tiny claws burst out of his skin, tearing and rending at his body from the inside. Cutter felt bile rising in her throat as she saw a toothed maw chew its way out of his abdomen and flop to the floor. Emperor's phone! She swore. Jones's body raptured violently in a shower of gore and viscera, spattering the assembled soldiers with blood. Suddenly they were surrounded by newly spawned Rippers. They are very small little... Actually, let me get a Ripper squad out for you, I can show you. I got 4 of them. These are Rippers. These are Rippers. These little dudes here. They're cute. They're like, ah, look at me, I'm gonna eat you. Compared to a Space Marine Terminator armor, pretty small. I like dog-sized though, so compared to a normal guardsman. Oh, I do have a normal guardsman. We do have not a normal person on foot. Compared to a human, we're pretty big. Imagine 4 of these bursting out of you. That'd be very difficult. I don't know how you'd fit them in. I guess they can be like cats, they can squeeze into small objects, small spaces. Yeah, it's missing parasitic infection, which is how high your Rippers rule. Ooh. Okay, by scale, that is not small. Yeah. Sparking Seal isn't Boudica. Yeah, I've not played Sparking Seal. I want to. I'm waiting for it to go on a decent sale. Hello, Saladwin. How you doing? We're reading stuff. Oh, gosh. Suddenly, there we go. Which left crimson trails in their wake as they skittered across the floor. One of them leapt up and burrowed itself into Wayland's leg, chewing through flesh and bone in mere seconds. He's a captain! He's a sergeant! He's meant to react quicker than that! Kill him! Kill it! Cutter jumped back, drawing her sidearm, firing into a frenzied creatures emerging from the hollowed-out ruin that had once been Jones, but for too many. Her comrades lay on the floor around her, thrashing and screaming. As the ravenous monstrosity swarmed over them, devouring their still living flesh. Not like this, she thought, and slinging a bandolier of frag grenades. If I'm going, I'm taking you filth with me. Muttering a final prayer to the Emperor, she yanked one pin from the grenades and dropped her bandolier into an open ammo crate. A second later, her world was filled with sound and fire, and then nothing. Sacrifice and duty. Maxim of a 501st. Geothermal squad? No. Gethsemane's rifles. Oh, that's sad. I was hoping she would live somehow. Oh, there we go. Reminds me of an X-Men member, Maggot. He almost has the worm thingies that digest stuff. Ooh. Oh gosh, that's not very... There we go. There's a little button I can press on top of my camera if that makes it focus. Okay, so if you don't know, this is a story that's been told throughout different ones of the magazines. And this is part 5. To catch you up, a Space Marine has been leading some neophytes, some Space Marines in training, up to their monastery as part of their training. And while he's been doing so, he's been telling them a story about how a sergeant was attacking a world of Tyranids, and then he lost his rifle thanks to the actions of another one of his squad mates. He then fought a Tyranid Prime with just this knife and a bolt pistol. And then they ended up in a tunnel where they... Did they get chased out of the tunnel and then they threw grenades in? Because it was filled with Tyranids. Something like that. Rippers are kind of terrifying, especially when you start getting the carpets of them during an invasion, because that means the Tyranids are very much winning. Yeet. Yeah, because they're basically there to eat up the scraps. Also, if the old things, the old resin versions of these used to have loads and loads and loads of rippers, just like until the entire base was just filled up with them and they're all on top of one another, and that's what it's really like to fight a ripper swarm. In rules, ripper swarms aren't that dangerous. Like, you might lose an extra couple of guardsmen to rippers, but honestly, your guardsmen could probably easily beat them. In law, sometimes they range from being an annoying pest that you could deal with hundreds of them yourself to doing that. Just a single swarm just wiping out a squad of guardsmen with ease. That being said, these guardsmen were not prepared for what just happened. They didn't have their weapons out. They were trying to help a friend. Hello, Sir Honey Rose. How you doing? Hello. Adorable little rippers. Now, I want those models of my rippers if I ever need any. That one is kind of boring. Yeah, if you want to, all you can do is, this has 4 rippers on it. Get your other 4 rippers from a pack and just put them around here. And they just get more rippers and put them... Basically, if you want to do something like that, like I've just done it for minimum. For minimum to have a single ripper swarm. But if you just take all your other ripper swarms, you can easily make them. Back when they first did this type of base... Was it first? No, it wasn't the first time. But back when they were doing these types of bases years ago, I knew people who just gathered as many rippers as they could and just filled bases with them. Meanwhile, I was getting going with a minimum possibly could to constitute a swarm. The Tyranids are surrounding the known galaxy, aren't they? I'd imply they outnumber every other faction. They're coming in from different directions. Whether that means they're surrounding it or not, we don't know. Do they outnumber every other faction? Probably. Do they overpower every other faction? Questionably. Now, just because they can come in from different directions doesn't mean they outnumber them. Like, if you have 4 people, you could enter the galaxy from 4 different directions and, in effect, surround it. So... we don't really know anything. This is just, it's only guesswork at the moment. Anyway, so this is the story of a dude telling a story to other people. Come on, come inside now. Through the gates. It is perhaps now not... It's perhaps not what you might have expected, no. We are not the ones of finery. But to me, this bare place is one of the finest in the world. Here is my life and my memories, and now it will be yours too. Your triumphs, your burdens will be forever tied to this place. Oh gosh, darn it, I forgot where I am. Your ties and your burdens forever be tied to this place as though etched in the very walls, and your story will become entwined. Let me just turn off this. With that of the Silver Templars. This is easier. Now I hadn't finished my story, had I? Let us get back to it before I forget myself and entirely start again from the beginning. So there, Sergeant Askerton, that's him, and his squad were leaving the tunnel, and behind them the Tyranids seemed to have backed off, where the Space Marines knew that something was stalking their steps, just out of sight, driven by some alien intelligence, quite apart from what was shown by the others. Oh, Lictus! Hey there, Lamon! Exercise time, maybe. I good, but my mother hurt herself yesterday at a shop, but I hope she's okay. Here's a coming from Galactic East, but also from below. Leviathan. I say Galactic East, I mean all of the East Quad, the galaxy. Until they come across 2 billion 2 modes. Oh, these people obviously live. Somebody, at least one person in this squad gets to live to tell the tale. This story is not being told by somebody else. This previous story, it was being told through the eyes of a person that ultimately, you know, got eviscerated. This one's being told by somebody. We basically got 2 stories in one with this one. These 2 are not connected. So there's Sergeant by the others. But I must be clear, even the most basic activities are not stupid. So much as they are mindless. By my reckoning anyway. You wouldn't describe a rock as stupid, would you? Exactly. The Tyranids are more like that than they are like a stupid person. But of course, not everything that hunts a Space Marine is either stupid or mindless. Some things may be both capable and calculating, and it's always wise to consider that your enemy may have appraised your strength exactly, and may still feel equal to the fight. And it was this that had the squad concerned. Sorry, I am not reading well today. I'm not used to reading. I don't know how to read. The swift exit they were making is what we call a tactical withdrawal. Ha! I can see your distaste already. It must surprise you now that you have come through the trials victorious, for not one of you would have passed thus far had you hesitated or shrunk from any of the challenges placed before you. Yet here I tell you of a squad of our best Space Marines, fully trained and battle-hardened, led by one of our finest sergeants, Askerton, and they had turned in the face of a foe. How can this be? Well, we must fight not for ourselves, but for our brothers, our commanders, and our emperor. Our pride and our desires cannot always be paramount, and we must satisfy them when the fighting is done. Remember, I told you that the sergeant's great loss, his rifle, Judgment, that was torn from his hands. Well, nothing would have pleased him more than to have that already abandoned. Well, nothing would have pleased him more than to have already abandoned this fight and be searching for his lost companion. But he stuck to his duty against his own desires.
I don't understand. Why would anyone run away from giant death bugs trying to eat them?
Yeah, me neither. Just kill the bugs and eat them. More selfless and mindless. To the hive, individual is nothing. To the hive, I don't really think there's much individualism. Like, Tyranids are taken out from the hive, like, especially a basic Gaunt. They barely function without the hive. Many of them will just die by themselves without the hive to control them. They just, like, stumble around and just go blah. Like starving or whatever. Which would be really cool. Imagine a Tyranid invasion told from perspective of, say, Virgil from ODST. I don't know who Virgil is, sorry. Oh, the AI from ODST. That could be interesting. That could be interesting. I don't... Yeah. Giant death bugs. Just wants giant squiggy hugs. Giant squiddly hugs. Yeah, give them big old hugs that crush your bones. Howdy, Cupcake. So I got a notification about a month's prescription. A month's subscription. Or something from you. Yeah. What's that mean? Look, it means your name screen. And you can do fish. You can do fish. You can send out emotes. You can send out emotes. Yeah. And also, if I get a member stream, you can join the member streams. Do they have bones? Yeah, tunics have bones. They're just mostly on the outside of the body. Reinstall Helldivers 2. Fight the bugs. I thought most of the fighting was against cyber machines right now. Anyway. Oh yeah, the Silver Templars, they make their own weapons, and each weapon that they make is special to them, and they have a special bond with it. So him losing his rifle is really important. But he stuck to his duty against his own desires, and that is one of the many things that made him a great man. Made him! He dies! No! So do not take it lightly when I tell you that he turned away from the fight. There was no moment of weakness. In fact, for any of them to turn away was not what they desired at all. Nothing would have pleased them more than to empty every last bolt into the squirming masses, and then to rip and tear with knives and even their hands until not one of them stood alive. No, the reason they turned was to bring even greater wrath down on the foe, by their hands and by their brothers in the rest of the chapter. Do not forget, those of you who rise as Silver Templars and join us on the field, but you are not alone. You may fight as one man, but you are part of your squad, and that squad may fight as a small band of heroes, but is part of your company. And so, as the squad reached the mouth of a tunnel, they were finally able to fox a communication alerting their brothers to the threat. Nice. Oh, Mechanicus cool with that. Yeah. A lot of the chapters make them produce their own stuff. Sometimes with the aid of a Mechanicus, sometimes without. Actually, a lot of worlds do the same. The Forester and Firstborn have handcrafted rifles without the Mechanicus. The Salamanders do a lot of forging for own equipment, even without the Tech Marines. The Tech Marines oversee forges and stuff, but... yeah. The Mechanicus doesn't do exactly... The Mechanicus can't make everything, and the Mechanicus is very aware of that. So you do get a lot of factory and industrial worlds, which again, aren't as necessarily always overseen by tech priests. And the tech priests don't necessarily want to see just some random factory. They were in luck that day, but who should respond but a nearby Infernus squad? Infernus! Flamethrowers! You would never have seen anything like it, and my heart gladdens for you that you will one day stand near one in battle for the first time. You will never forget it. As the squad left the tunnels, they turned back to face the entrance. The Infernus squad strode forward, level with Sergeant Askerton and the others. Only half a dozen men were so perfectly suited to this task that they had the strength of a whole army. One by one, the pilot lights of their front of their pyroblasters lit, a faint blue glow that reflected off the heat-tarnished metal. A single Infernus Marine strode forward when he fired his weapon. The force of the blast pressed him back, but he held firm as the fuel shot out of the barrel and over the pilot light and into the tunnel. A primal roar rent the air as a huge gout of flame spewed from the weapon. Great clouds of caustic black smoke rose from the stream of liquid fire, and from the now blazing tunnel came a noise like an insectile scream. You see, no matter how great your cunning and intelligence, it all comes to naught when you're set on fire. Oh gosh. Outpoured the Tyranids, some aflame, some spared as the bodies of their fellows took the brunt. The remaining Infernus Marines unleashed their jets of fire, and Sergeant Askerton and his squad fired their bolts again into the horde. wave after wave came, and so great was the conflagration, even through their ceramite armor, the Space Marines felt the searing heat. Tech Marines are usually sent to Forge Worlds to be trained by mechanicus. Yep. True. But most Space Marines know how to take apart and put together a bolt gun, and even potentially how to build weapons where they, should they, let's say, be in a position where they need to. Yeah. I have read everything with J.R.R. Tolkien. Personally, would have called him the greatest fantasy writer, but Tolkien is great. It's true. I love Lord of the Rings and the Silmarillion. Hobbit, not so much a big fan of, to be honest. Not a big fan of it. Tech Weeds, yeah. I'm curious, what would it feel like to be hit by a flamer? Okay, so a lot of films and a lot of stuff, they get the idea of how a flamethrower is wrong. Their idea is that it's a gas that sets on fire, and it'll be like the flame from a candle. It is not like that. It is a liquid fuel that will stick to your skin, and that fuel is on fire. It will stick to your skin. It will be well above boiling point as soon as it hits your flesh, immediately sticking to it, melting through it, searing you down to the bone, and the fuel is on fire and will continue burning. The fuel is so incredibly hot that the temperature that it's currently on will be so high that being near it will set your clothing on fire without even having to touch the fuel, because it's just like, let's say your arm, but your arm is uncovered, gets set on fire. Your clothing might then set on fire nearby just from the sheer heat of it. Your skin will melt, your fat will boil. It's a horrible, horrible thing. This is why they're banned in war. Thermobaric weapons are a bit different, but they're often viewed as flamethrowers, and basically these are missiles that when they land off rockets, and they are all about setting a massive area alight on fire. And they're not illegal, they're illegal to basically, you break many Geneva Conventions if they hit any civilians. They're terrible weapons. They're horrific. It's not necessarily as slowest death ever. Being hit by a bullet is potentially slower, but being hit by a bullet is a lot nicer. And a lot more survive. Well, actually, it's not. If you do survive being hit by a flamethrower, and they put out the flames, which won't be easy because you cover it up, it doesn't care about oxygen. It's burning the fuel, it's burning your fat, it's got enough fuel. It doesn't need oxygen to stay on fire. The best thing you can do if your arm gets set on fire is to literally amputate it as quickly as possible. It's a horrible thing to say. Like, you can even put it underwater and it's not necessarily going to put out the fire. But that's how horrible a lot of these flamethrower type weapons can be. You'll effectively never recover from it. It's horrific. Hot and painful, but oddly smelling of pork. Honestly, you probably wouldn't smell much for very long. Your nasal sinuses will probably be burnt out. And seared. Yeah, I've read the books of Tolkien's books. So how are flamers in Warhammer not illegal in the War? Because nothing's illegal in the Warhammer universe. Simple as. They don't care about war crimes. They don't. The Warhammer universe, effectively, while individuals might have a moral conscience, the universe as a whole and the organizations that you serve as part of don't have a moral conscience. They don't care about anybody, really. No more Tyranids came from the mouth of a tunnel. Oh wait, there you go. The Space Marines felt the searing heat even through their armour, but eventually all was still. No more Tyranids came from the mouth of a tunnel. No more movement was sighted. The bodies in front of them lay still, sizzling gently, all life having left them. And let that be a lesson to you. Your first battle lesson, if you like. Where is it? Pfft. If an enemy turns and runs, that is not to surrender. They may be fleeing before you in desperate fear for their lives, or they may be running for cover, only to turn and fire on you once they are in an advantageous position. There is no dishonour in firing on a fleeing foe, and you would be well to exact the Emperor's wrath on every last one. Now that is illegal. In real life, if you were to do that, you would just be breaking the Geneva Conventions. And you would be... Actually, as soon as you break the Geneva Conventions, then you're not protected by them. But yeah, then you become a war criminal. As terrible as it sounds like. That being said, there are certain if the enemy surrendered, it's... you're not allowed to fire on them. If the enemy's running, but they've not surrendered, then you can fire on them. Because you don't necessarily know if they're about to turn around and shoot you, so that's the thing. But yeah, if an enemy is actually waving at is actually showing signs of surrender that are very clear and easy to understand, then yeah, then you have to try accepting the surrender. And if you can't accept it, then you have to refuse it and tell them to go away. Glorfindel is not in the movies and is one of the greatest characters. There's a lot of cool things that aren't in the movies. For things in 40k universe that make you the Chaos Gods a joke, I want to learn more about them. Yeet! There is nothing, they are nothing to us. We're pure of heart, and we fell them without thought. Yeah, this just shows you the mindset that even the good guy, the supposed good guys even have. Saying that your enemies are nothing, but we are the ones of pure of heart, and you should shoot them and not let anybody live. That's an evil thing. But that's the kind of thing you have to deal with in the 40k universe. And this is why no one wants to live in it. No one with any amount of intelligence. But I'm getting away with myself there. There'll be plenty of time for talk of battles as you begin your transformation. You'll be well enough drilled for a few words of an old man. Will make a little difference to your skills. But I hope I can give you a sense of right. The sergeant is your perfect example. He was shame and lost to save his brother Mecratras, yet he bore the loss with dignity. He turned not from his duty, and he risked all to take the fight to the foe. But he was not foolish nor prideful, and he withdrew to his advantage, saving all of his squad and destroying the enemy utterly and bringing glory to his company. And with that duty done, and most excellently, he was able to give some thought to recovering his missing rifle. Yay! He got his rifle back! No, the Tyranids have no concept of surrender. They kind of do in terms of they understand that surrender is a thing that we have a concept of. And they understand that if they can feign a surrender and an attempt at diplomacy, they can use that to gain an advantage over us. Which is why they've tried doing diplomacy of the Imperium multiple times. In an attempt basically just to trick the Imperium, and they've done it to the Tau multiple times in an attempt just to trick the Tau. Ultima Founding. A founding is an event in which a new chapters of Space Marines are created. The most recent is the Ultima Founding. Many new chapters were created during the events of the Indomitus Crusade, both to support the Crusade and to carry out other duties across the Imperium. The Silver Templars are one of the many chapters that were created during this time. Ooh, nice. Oh yeah, for Watchers in the Dark. They're attached to the Dark Angels, but Watchers seem to be tiny fragments of something far greater. Even demons feel fear when seeing them. Yeah, I'm not sure what. I'm imagining that the Watchers in the Dark are connected to some type of Catan, or Satana, however it's meant to be pronounced. But I believe that they might have come from when there was an idea of chaos and law, being LAW law. And chaos was all about things being chaotic. This was all about things being ordered. And if you look at they had little cherub angels that were parts of the gods of law. And they had things that reminded me of the little Watchers in the Dark and other creatures that we see in 40k. That was on more tricks. Alpha Strike scenario. Which is an no, that's just a squad versus a parasite to Martrex. Guess I'm turning light back on here. Tyranid's turn. Space Marine's turn. Victories. Combat patrol down here. And then blah blah blah. Look, a dirty Farseer. Yeah, these are interesting stories. Arcs are the end of the understand surrender scale. They will just intern you. Yeah. Dark Elder, I'd rather put a bolt round for your brain. You know, maybe the Dark Elder. Don't you want to be a chair? Don't you want to be turned into a chair? I mean, you're still alive as a chair. Dark Elder is basically just RimWorld. I've been on the RimWorld Reddit and I'm like, are we sure that the people on the RimWorld Reddit aren't just Dark Elder? Here's our chaplain on a bike. Oh, it's all wrapped in plastic. Isn't it fantastic? Yeah, chaplain on a bike. Chaplain on a bike. Chaplain on a bike doing bikey things. Woo. Yeah. Yeah. Yeet. Yeet. Look at that cool thing. You don't necessarily want to be captured by orcs either. Have you seen some of the things orcs have done to captured people? They turn them into cattle. Here we go. This explains again how to build a chaplain on a bike. How to paint a chaplain on a bike. That looks like chaos from that angle. Oh, there's this little rules in the game. It's toughness 5 with 5 wounds and a 3+ armor save, 4+ invulnerable save. It's got a super cool strength 5 bolt pistol. It's got twin bolt rifles. It's got a cool weapon. This guy's almost as good as Tigurius. A Dark Elder. The Q from Autumn Hours. I don't know what that is, sorry. Everyone wants their goth Elder waifu. The Dark Elder are not worth it. No. What are you on about? Dark Elder, great. They wouldn't hurt a fly. Okay, they would hurt it, but they wouldn't kill it. Not immediately. And there's whatever is going on in the Ghoul Stars, and let's not forget the Hood and the Temporal Decay powers. The Chaos Gods aren't as nearly as interesting as them. I think the main reason they don't do the Hood is 1, they don't really know how to make models for them that will sell well. 2, trying to make a full army list of them would be difficult. And 3, they just generally have less overall stories to them. Like Chaos being able to influence humanity is very cool. I know, okay, the Hood do have a way of, you know, infiltrating humanity, but so do most of the aliens. Catechism of Fire. Each time this model's unit is selected to shoot, you can select one enemy unit within 12 inches of and visible to this model. At the end of a phase, ranged weapons equipped by this model's unit have devastating wounds. Ooh, that's cool. Jumping on a bike, then it just tells you how to play a game with them. Oh, I didn't have any cool stories in this one. I thought it was like, tell us about chaplains and stuff. You don't want to tell me about chaplains. You don't want to tell me about chaplains. What's a chaplain? You gave me a chaplain on a bike. Chaplains are battle preachers whose fiery infective inspires the Space Marines to greater acts of valor, preferring to fight in brutal close combat. These zealous warriors are an example to their allies and terror of the enemy. Outside of battles, chaplains look after the spiritual welfare of their brothers. It's a powerful and fast melee unit that rides ahead of the rest of the enemy. Its Crozius Arcanum is capable of meting out a number of high-strength, high-AP attacks. It's faster than any of the Space Marines in the combat patrol, blah blah blah, whatever. Okay, it's not that interesting, this comic. The Hood were originally supposed to be 40k Skravens. Oh, were they? The descriptions I hear from don't sound very rat-like. The first illustration had them looking like hooded rats. Oh, the wings I've seen of them are like loads and loads of slugs and weird things, just like in a massive pile under hooded robes and stuff. And now they have a Sir from Destiny. I don't know what the Sir are in Destiny, I'm sorry. Okay. Combat Patrol 21. This has a Farseeran, who I'm not going to build yet. Because I want to, as I said, I want to get the box set of Pirates because it comes with another one of these battle mats. It feels pretty much identical to, yeah, it's identical to the mat we've already had before. I'm guessing this is so you can put it next to your other mats, or because I'm guessing this is for people who only buy the Eldar version of the Combat Patrol, because you don't have to buy them all, you don't have to subscribe to it. You can just buy them individually. Yep, even the base is on for sprue with this one. Skyco, hello! Here we go. Look how that cool. That's cool art. Looks way cooler than the little model down here. Oh, that's actually stood on the mat that we just got. That's cool. Farseer. I thought that said fast event. Oh my gosh, I cannot read today. Yeah, we're not going to paint him red either. We're going to paint him pirate. For Eldari! For Dwindling Flame! For Dwindling Flame! As deadly as they are elegant, a host of Eldari pushes forward to battle. This is cool. This is a really old piece of artwork, and it was on the cover of a book I really liked, filled with short stories. Chaplain is a typical high archetype of biker gangs. Oh goshness. Hiccup! I'm not a fish! Not a fish. Are those Tyranid claws or they Seleneshi stuff? Could be either or, I'm not sure. The Eldari are the earliest known spacefaring species. Or one of the earliest known, sorry. But now they stand at the brink of extinction. After countless millennia holding sway over the galaxy, they are now a haunted people, rather, relying on their ancient wisdom, their strength, and their powerful technologies to fend off many threats to their existence. The funny thing is that Eldari still probably outnumber the Tau by a lot. The Eldari are an ancient and proud people who have beaten the odds to survive to the present day. They are kept alive by the bravery and fortitude of their warriors, the skill and wisdom of their seers, and the superiority of their technology and weaponry. Now a scattered people, many of the Eldari live aboard craft worlds, gargantuan ships containing entire self-sufficient civilizations, each one with its own unique culture and history. Not all of the Eldari live aboard the craft worlds. This is something that's actually incredibly forgotten about in Warhammer. Everywhere in Warhammer, every planet has its own unique culture and history. Every craft world, every chapter, so just because humanity acts in a certain way overall doesn't mean everyone in the 40k universe does. Doesn't mean every world is like that. And some can be found in the pockets of a web ray, an alternate dimension full of labyrinthian pathways, while others live as pirates and corsairs. That's the ones I want to make, the pirate and corsair ones. In a galaxy of untold terrors, the few Eldari who have survived to the present day are focused on maintaining the fragments of their once great civilization. Key to their way of life is the storage of the souls of the dead. But not only does this provide them with a well of psychic energy, it prevents the soul from being lost to the powers of chaos that haunt their species. Oh wait, red and white colour scheme, Samhain, I think. Samhain. Probably. This is like the default colours of the Eldari. Next. Oh, there we go, it's got it. The Eldari see their technology as an extension of nature itself, and it's created to physically interface with the Eldari who use it. Constructed from the advanced psychoplastics and organic substance called Wraithbone, every piece of Eldari armor and weaponry blends with its user as though it were alive itself, blurring the distinction between biology and technological devices. It is so advanced that no other species has ever been able to replicate it. Except maybe the orcs. The orcs, they do that sort of stuff. The Eldari at war. The unmatched elegance of an Eldari army has tricked many enemies into underestimating their deadly capabilities in battle. They move with shocking speed. Winged troops descend the skies, flying tanks and bikes soar through the air towards their foe. Meanwhile, merciless constructs march indomitably towards the front line, supported by elite and agile infantry. Foresight and fury shall deliver you from doom. Shall deliver your doom. The ENvtuber. Oh, this is going on to the warp now. For ENvtuber. This is the Eye of Terror, I believe. Ships of the Imperial Navy head deep into the warp. Oh no, that's not for warp. This is just for warp itself. Riding unstable currents towards a distant destination. The ENvtuber is both essential and deadly to many species of the galaxy. Amid this hellscape, ships, information, and pure psychic energy can be relayed across vast distances. The ENvtuber holds many terrors too. Long have many of its secrets been lost, and those who dare use it risk death and madness at every moment. The ENvtuber, often called the Warp, is an alternate dimension that sits alongside real space. It's an arcane place of peril and terror, and although it is used for travel and communication, its true nature is little understood by humanity. The warp is filled with rolling energies of raw emotion that are drawn from mortal beings that inhabit real space. Some species like the Tau have barely any of this psychic energy at all, whereas others such as the Eldari have colossal psychic potential and can both draw and contribute huge amounts of energy. The warp is a real location too, more than just an abstract store of psychic force. Many strange things are hidden within its labyrinthian regions, from lost ships, their crews either mad, dead, or worse, to warbands of chaos space marines. There they and other beings. They and other beings in the fall of the powers of chaos plot and scheme to expand their domination out into real space, hoping to one day extend the corrupting influence of the warp over the rest of the galaxy. Yeah, so I am struggling today. Oh my goodness, there's so much lore in this one. It's thick with lore. Ooh. Tides of Madness. Warp-capable ships are able to punch through the thin veil that separates immaterium from real space. Craft worlds are Samhain, Theoten, Ioden, Ulfri, and Alatiuk. That shooty, slashy, wraiths, guards, and psychos, and the aspect warriors, respectively. Aren't there more craft worlds, technically, but like they're the big ones? Once they have crossed the boundaries, they can ride the perilous tides of a warp to their destination, hopefully emerging back into real space on arrival. But the warp isn't predictable, and even the best navigators may steer their ship to disaster. There are many tales of ships getting lost, emerging in entirely the wrong place, or even arriving thousands of years or before or after they departed. Or thousands of years when they're surpassed with their only months. A voice in the wilderness. Across the vast distances of the galaxy, short-reach communication methods, such as Forecasters, are of little use. Instead, the Imperium relies on astropaths for sending long-range, distant messages. Astropaths, especially psychos, were able to send mental images across interstellar distances by projecting them into the warp to be picked up and interpreted by a receiving astropath at the message's destination. Look at that person. For minor ones, yes, but those are big main ones that you hear a lot about. Yeah. Wait, isn't there another one? What's his name? What's her name's? Yefreen or whatever? Doesn't she have like her own craft world? And she has Dark Elder on the side. What dwells within? Amid the swirling energies of a warp. What am I even talking about? Within the swirling energies of a warp live many strange and maleficent entities. Many of these are psychic reflections of the terrors and excess of mortal beings in real space. Some appear as demons, manifestations of violence, of disease, and of mutation. They hunger for more of the energy that formed them and seek to find and devour the souls of those with psychic potential, adding yet another unwelcoming danger to the peril of a warp. Yeah. Wait, who did he make mad? I just had to hit join, but I'm sure I was already subscribed. Oh wait, join and subscribe are two different things. Join is becoming a member, and subscribe is subscribing. So becoming a member is what the join's about. So like everyone with a green name, members, and it gives you the power to emotes. You mean become a cupcake mage? Become a cupcake mage, yeah. No, the Yanari aren't. Oh, they're not. They're a Webway faction. Oh, that makes sense. My Eldar I'm gonna make are just gonna be a minor Corsair fleet. Maybe if we got a tiny craft world like ship. Do you know, like the capital ship or whatever? She's selling magical powers at €3 a month. Truly filling us. £3 a month. Yeah, well, $2.99. I keep thinking about it. I should at some point add a new membership tier for £1. I want it. I think that if I added a new membership tier for £1, which is the lowest I can actually make it, or 99 pence really. I believe that if anyone were to gift memberships, it would still be of the $2.99 one, which will give the access to the streams. I want to add a 99p pence one, which just gives you access to emotes and helps you support me. I do want all the money. I want all them. Actually, no, I just want a little bit of money. Just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Oh God, just enough to buy a mansion. Just enough to buy a country. You know, just enough to fix the world and take control, and build a spaceship bigger than Mars. Yeah. I don't want the crystal seers was in the silence. Do you want to see a story about the Eldar, the Mind War? The dome of the crystal seers was in near silence. As far as seer, you nearly was walked through. You merely was. We already make $1 million money. I don't make $1 million monies. I need more monies. I actually still make most of my money from memberships and super chats and stuff. Oh gosh. I wish I could turn off adverts for members though. I'm really annoyed that I can't. Actually, maybe they might have added. Maybe if one day they'll add an upgrade that you can do to members. I should check. I've not checked what upgrades you can do for members yet through YouTube itself. It's eventually a fate of all Farseers to be slowly imprisoned in their bodies as they turn to crystal. What stood her for? Forebears, the forms frozen forever in delicate psycho-crystal. It's eventual fate of all Farseers to be slowly imprisoned in their bodies as they turn to crystal. Oh, they're like the Chaos Dwarves turned into stone. When eventually their spirits would finally leave their bodies behind altogether to join... Pardon me, I'm hiccuping. I'm not. Fish. Just give me a moment. I drunk some drink. I hope I'm going to be fine. Oh, we're actually running about out of time, so maybe we won't read this yet. Maybe we'll read this for another day. But we got little stuff here. Or maybe you can just get one of the magazines yourself if you can get one. Or, you know, find one online. Because I still want to make... What's his face today? If we got time at the end of the stream, we'll read it. So we'll look through this. We've got a combat patrol here. And it comes with 2 paints. The Corsair ships get moving faster in the sun. That sounds cool. We got Averland Sunset, which is a yellow. Averland is a Warhammer old world fantasy place. Catachan Flesh. That does not look like Catachan Flesh. That looks like Catachan. Actually, maybe it is Catachan Flesh. Oh no. Let's look how it looks. Oh no, mate, it is brown. I'm so used to them being different colours. Actually, it's a very grey brown, isn't it? Yeah, it's pretty accurate. How it looks. Ooh, that looks better. That looks cool. I'm sure I'd like that as a fleshy tone, though. I think there's better fleshy tones. It's too grey. It's too grey for a fleshy tone. Lacks warmth. Yeah, see, look at them. They're using it for leathers. Well, maybe it's okay. No, it looks too grey for leathers for me. I guess if you got the correct wash, it'll be fine. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, no, it's growing on me. No, no. Oh, well, Dari War hosts. Work in progress. Oh, it's teaching you how to use these paints on each of the models that we've got so far. Hello, Zosimus, and hello, Kill. CA recently. We're going to give some more attention to older factions. Me, Noska, 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 CA, Kislev. Kislev. You know, yeah, I've been like, I want Noska. But Eldari Warhost is here. For Craft Roads. Ooh, we can learn all about for Eldar. Oh. Oh, for Ulfwi. I like that colour scheme. That's cool. The Imperium spans most of the galaxy. An area so vast it would take many lifetimes to cross, even travelling at the speed of light. Across these huge distances, many wars rage, enveloping planets, star systems, and even entire subsectors in desperate battles of survival. Yeah. Ooh, galaxy map! No, okay, not the entire galaxy, but a small amount of it. Kislev is 3 years old. That's like 15 in dog years. Ooh. Wait, is it the entire map? Oh, might be. It might. No, it's not. It's close to. So Eastern Fringes, where we got the Tyranids attacking, is down here. The Halo stars up there. That's where Halo takes place. I lie. This is where the Eye of Terror ripped open and ripped the galaxy in half, this red line. This is where the Imperium currently is. That's where the Ultramar sector is. That's where Earth is. Here. Is it? That one? Terra on Mars. It's that tiny one there. And this is the other half of Imperium. Imperium Nihilus that's being cut off. I think red is where there's chaos. Diabolus Extremis, Empiric Anomaly confirmed. Yeah. All of these grey areas are where the Imperium used to have a lot of power. And all this white area here is where the Imperium still has a lot of power. It's pretty nice. Galactic War Zones. Ooh. Playing Combat Patrol. Ooh, the contrast method of painting. Classic method of painting. If you go online at the moment to Warhammer community page, we've been doing a lot about the community painting. Of contrast painting. I read the Deathwatch novel a few years ago, where a Deathwatch squad allied with a craft world, and the Eldar couldn't understand why the Imperial Fist Captain outranked the librarians in his squad. Yeah, go see the humans have enough control over Psychus to give full trust to them, while everyone in the Eldari are psychic, so they have to always trust anyway. You see my house somewhere. Really? What are these? What's this thing for? Use this table to record which of your combat patrols have fought in this mission. Oh, so this is like having a cool thing. Oh, that's cool. And then the next 2 magazines we're going to get is going to help us build a squad of 10 Guardians. I'm not going to build with my Guardians though. I'm going to buy a set of Corsairs, and then I'm going to convert the Guardians into... I'm going to build the Corsairs as Void Scarred Corsairs, and then I'm going to build these 10 as the Battle Line Corsairs. That thing will be useless to me. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Yeah. I should also be eventually getting a squad of... What do I call them? Howling Banshees. But now I've got to build Tigurius. Well, I don't have to build him, but I want to build him. That's what I said I'm going to do today. I'm going to turn him into a Black Templar. So let's turn this little light off. No light. Let there be light. So much light. I actually have some very useful bits in here for converting him into a chaplain. Just let me find them. Okay, it's not these bits, not those bits. There's some cool shoulder pads. Ooh, there's a cape, some capes I've got. These things are always useful. Aha! Black Templar parts. There we go. Blank shoulder pads. Black Templar shoulder pads. Purity seals. There we go. Oh, and here's something. Yes, I got some cool stuff in here recently. This cool head. Ooh, that might be good. Could use these candles as well in the conversion. I'd done much worse. I also remember the incident between Eldar and Deathwatch that Eldar were going to wake Yeet, the god of the dead. But Eldar asked, would you doom the galaxy to stop some Xenos? The Deathwatch said, yes, Lemio. Yeah, but don't ask that question to humans. Humans would literally... Even modern humans would do that. Well, a lot of them would. But like aliens? Honestly, people would doom the galaxy just to stop other humans, let alone aliens. Okay, I'm just cutting through this hood for Tigurius, because we don't need a hood. Hoods are useless. Gonna see how that looks. Probably gonna have to trim it further down. But the backpack's gonna be in the way. Ah, a piece of a hood fell on the floor. There we go. Don't want it on the floor. I've done much worse and much less. Doom the galaxy, you say? Don't mind if I do. There we go. So now I'm gonna go in. Well, one of the reasons I was looking for my Black Templar bits is because I've got knee pads in here. And I'm hoping that they'll fit this model. It fits! Ow! This the one you're looking for? No, it wasn't. What I could also do is put this in. Give him a little bit of a tune-it. See how that looks with the rest of the model. Oh, bits of fluff. Okay. No, that's not going to work with the front of the model. I've already used his head in this conversion over here. That's Tigurius' head in there. I don't like using unhelmeted heads anyway, so... Okay, yeah, so I don't think... Oh, wait a minute, that's... Oh, that's the wrong knee anyway. Oh, so this leg goes here, this leg goes there. These two pieces go together like that. This leg must go somewhere. Tigurius, you got weird legs. I'm just going to tell you right now. Your legs be weird. Okay. That's how base goes. Got a little bit of something here that looks like it goes here. There you go. This leg looks like it goes there. No, I might as well glue the base down because I can use a base. Sandman. So let's look. This one goes, there's a little footprint place over here, wasn't there? Oh no, that one's definitely just goes here. This part goes like... This part goes like... Okay, this piece goes here. That's an interest. I might as well put the body together to some extent. Just so I can figure out how it blooming is meant to go together. This leg does not seem to want to work as easily as the other one. I'm guessing this is fair. Oh gosh, I forgot my gloves are made out of plastic. Plastic glue works on them too. Okay, so I think this goes here. A little slot for it. And these parts can go here. Now that cape needs a bit of clipping over here. So there we go. That's roughly how the legs go. That means I can't use this piece. It's just going to get in the way there. But I do have other leg bits. Great thing about playing Black Templars.
Gloop gloop on the glue glue.
Bloop bloop. Okay, that's a cool Black Templar piece. Do I have different ones? Okay, we got this one. And go here, and it fits rather well. Got a little dint for where there is meant to be a bit of a robe on it. Well, the dint doesn't matter too much. We can always file it down or fill it. I think a little bit of actual liquid green stuff would be good there. Like just a very tiny amount just to fill it in. Oh gosh, the legs are not staying where we want them to. Just glue everywhere. Glue. Like the reason we don't want to use the legs the leg guard things that it came with, it's because it sucks. Tell my buddy about your cool Black Templar stuffs. Ooh, thank you. Want to make more of them. Probably gonna be focusing back onto Death Corps of Krieg this week. Or do you know, you building those sets up. Because we got a lot of horses to make. Okay, does this actually work though? Oh, it does work if I just put it to the correct angle. I actually like the GW glue for sticking models to bases. But I don't mind the GW glue at all, because I was using that for the first few streams where we're doing this. But until I ran out, but the main issues I had with it was the little nozzle on it just kept constantly drying out. And it was just so hard to get anything done with it. Where this one, I know it either came out in tiny amounts or just all at once, and I just couldn't deal with it. So that's why I switched to the plastic cement. Okay, those are fine. That U symbol though, I do not like. I don't know what I'm gonna do about it on the chest. I can clip away the little top parts of the U. That turns it into the type of toilet seat appearance. And then maybe we'd have to use green stuff or very carefully. Oh no, the U's still very clear. Where's my knife? Let me just replace my knife head on this, because I'm going to need it sharp. But I didn't replace it since last time. You'd think that is actually a usable knife too, but it's actually blunt at this end. I'm going to carefully put this inside a base so I can dispose of it properly later. And then I've got hundreds of other blades. Want to know why I got hundreds of other blades? Because I was a mangaka and I used it to cut screen tone. There we go. Where knife change. Do your Eldar wish for ultramarine boyfriends? No! My Eldar are going to be super cool. But all they want to do, all they wish for is all of your goods. They want all of your goods. Whatever goods you got, they're taken. Including you. Actually, no, they don't take you. They're not Dark Eldar. They're just normal. They're normal pirates. So here we go.
Having an exotic boyfriend is super cool.
Really? Oh. Oh gosh, I twisted it the wrong way. There you go. Need to just stick a super massive Black Templar cross over it for superior symbol. That might be what I'd have to do. I might have to just file it down and then get a Black Templar cross, but I don't want to use the one for my vehicle set. I do kind of like the symbol of the skull within the eagle, especially for Black Templar. Not Black Templar, Chaplain. It's just the entire... issue with it being an ultramarine symbol around the skull. Be very, very careful. Very, very careful. Cutting it up. Cutting it up. Yay!
Thank you becoming a cupcake mage. Strive 420.
Thank you, Strive 420 for becoming a cupcake. That means you can cast cupcake magic. Be very careful with your cupcake magic. Be very, very careful. Apple is really annoying. Apple is annoying. With great cupcake magic becomes great cupcake responsibilities. You can now conjure cupcakes. You can turn people into cupcakes, or at least you can learn to. You can learn to at the cupcake school. For gifted cupcake mages. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, trying to scratch it away. Now I've just made it more obvious because it's now white. You don't cast spells like Cupcake Chernobyl. Oh, Cupcake Mass Explode! For Uncle Ben. For Uncle Ben! No! Okay, now I'm going to just use plastic glue to melt bits of it. Deform. Deform this you into nothingness. Okay, now it's being eaten up by plastic glue. Should be easier to carve it out. And to carve lines into it. The greatest librarian. Is he actually the greatest librarian? I know it's like the greatest ultramarine librarian. And like he's even respected by the Eldar for his psychic gifts and foresight. Like, I'm just trying to carve a U symbol right now into like an eagle symbol. So it's before I was just trying to carve it down so it sits at the same height roughly as the eagle symbol. Okay, that looks better. There you go. How does that look? Yeah, it looks a lot better now. I guess it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Might still have to cut down this back part. In fact, probably will do. Just at least a little bit so it's the same height. Rest of the armor. There we go. What am I thinking about doing? Thinking about having this head. But maybe I need a skull head. It's him or Blood Angel Librarian that I consider the strongest. Ooh. Blood Angels. Oh, that's a Farseer. I'm just picked up. Wrong thing. Yeah, okay, what else is in this little packet? I've got this cool banner. We could give him this banner. And a Black Templar backpack to hold it onto. Okay, I'm thinking about doing. And by thinking about, I'm just doing. What I said earlier. Clipping away for last remnants of a hood. Just looks weird on the armor. There we go, now we clip it here. Would be good. Clip it here. Okay, there we go. I'm going to use plastic glue again. Plastic glue is great for when you're trimming model parts and you want to neaten it out without having to do lots of filing on it. There you go. That looks meh, to be honest, but it's fine. It's fine. It's got to be hidden by a big backpack anyway. Okay, so here is his banner that he carries around with him. Pretty cool banner. Who is the guy that saw the Tyranid hive mind? That seems like a pretty powerful compliment. I can't remember. Also a great librarian for one who created the Dewey Decimal System. Oh, we make it. Oh, this is Tigurius, the chief librarian of the Ultramarines, and we're currently converting him into a chaplain of a Black Templar. You have librarians of the Grey Knights, so super powerful psychers from an army of super powerful psychers. I channel my inner Dalek. Explain, explain, explain. Ultramarine librarian connected to the hive mind. Mephiston, the blood angel recovered from the Black Rage and supercharges powers. Oh. Well, it's a fact that just because everyone in your army is psychic doesn't mean that the strongest of them is going to be stronger than somebody who's the strongest psychic from an army who doesn't have many psychers. Okay, gonna have to... I mean, maybe. I'd have to file this Tigurius down. And like this symbol here. So I could just cut off the entire thing and just have a normal backpack. How would a normal backpack look? Okay, right, you know what? I'm just gonna cut that back square off. I decided I don't like it. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Yee. Do I want to give him a skull head though? As I want to know. Maybe a skull head would be better. Do I have any skull heads? I don't think so. We can give him some little coats and stuff. Ooh, capes! Be careful of the capes. Okay, don't want this one. Don't want that one. Give me a good cape. A good cape that a chaplain would wear. This one. Oh, that looks like a cape a chaplain would wear. Okay, then it goes here. With the rest of its robes. Yeah. I'm gonna be up above. No, I don't want this piece. Oh, I found a backpack in here. Ooh, that's an old Horus Heresy era backpack. Oh, proper Black Templar backpack though. That one's a good one. Let's go with this one. Got a big cross on it and everything. But it's a push fit one. So let's remove the push fit things. Will it fit now? No, because we got this thing coming out the back. Now will it fit? No, because we got this ammo pack at the back. Okay, you know what? Just carve that lump off the ammo pack. There you go. That fits relatively well. I got a cool backpack. Actually, no, I still need to... I'll just bend it into shape then. There we go. Now the issue that neither of them are really designed to interact with one another is coming up. But it's fine. We still got this issue at the back here being a bit messy, but I can always just fill that in afterwards with green stuff once this is all dried. And what I'm thinking is we got this dude here, the chaplain. Let's use his head for this model. Well, that guy's got no helmet. There we go. Here's his non-helmeted head. Brain too smooth. Tempest does not work. Something no oil can fix. Favorite Grey Knight's character. It's that guy with a cool demon sword. Name escapes me because it's my headcanon that he's too stupid to be tempted by... No, if you've read any books of him and stuff, it's not that he's too stupid. It's the fact that the sword tempts him to do stuff and he's like, nah. Don't wanna. Okay, yeah. There we go. Yeah, we'll give him a proper skull helmet. I like how the plastic is two different colours, despite the fact that this plastic, they both came from the same provider. The chaplain is slightly darker. It's also got a little hole in the back of its head that I'm going to have to fill in with some green stuff. That's fine. Okay, now that's got some time to dry. Can we use this cape here? Maybe. A little excessive, mind you. I mean, it's a little excessive having another cape with all those robes. But it is a chaplain. Is there such thing as too excessive when it comes to chaplains? I don't think so. I'm giving him more robes. Yeah. Another cape and another one. The scriptures tell me of a day that she paints a model with a herald will herald the end of time. Hey, I painted models. I've painted models. Do you paint and weathering? I do like weathering when I'm painting. It means I don't have to do all of the details. You just paint very rarely. She's become addicted to Warhammer that she can tell the plastic apart. Look. I am... It's not addiction.
It is always weathering outside when I am painting.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Ooh, that does look kind of cool. I like it. Yeah! Oh, so cool. You can't see. So cool. Yeah. Gonna change the head so it's not looking up all the time though. As I said, rarely. Not well. There we go. That's what I prefer. So, what other things do we have here? We have a hand that's reaching out. And a hand with a staff. We also have these things. Look. The only reason I'm making models all the time and not painting is because painting takes forever. And I've got way too many models to paint. A Combat Patrol keeps giving me more and I'm like, now I have to make them. I didn't plan for this. Oh, I've got little wires I can do. That's cool. I could put this here. That would be good. That would be a good place for it. Don't know where it's meant to go. Don't care. I've got a place for it. Lots of purity seals right here. And also it covers the Tigurius symbol, which is pretty nice. Yeah.
Combat Patrol is giving me more models to make, so I have no time to paint.
It's
My
true.
brother in Christ, it's a
true.
problem of your own making.
It is also true. But still, look, it is a problem. I didn't say I didn't make the problem. I didn't say I didn't make it. Melting Scotch marks is my new jam. Oh, that is cool. Okay, let me figure out if I can get these things fitted into here. Into the back of his head. Okay, this is hard. No, it doesn't want to go. It doesn't want to go in. And this fell off. You're not allowed to fall off. I didn't tell you you're allowed to fall off. I said you have to stay on forever and ever. Okay, I didn't say that, but now you know. Now you
Building
know.
is more fun than painting.
Building is more fun. Oh, like you gave me cat ears, you meanie cake. Do I need these pieces? No. Now I want arms. Armies. I got armies of arms. Where did I put them? Where's my box of arms? I got a box of arms. It's filled with more arms. And we're gonna fill everybody's boxes with arms. Give me your arms so I can fill the box with it. Give me your arms, she says so happily, yeah. Okay. Arms. Oh, chainsaw arm. Axe arm. Just let me ask you a question. Chainsaw arm. I want a pistol arm. Give me a pistol arm. Pistol arm. Pistol arm. Oh, that's also cool, chainsaw. Axe. Ooh, pistol. Now give me the half arm that pistol attaches to, and that'll be great. Is this it? Is this it? No, it's not. Oh. Okay, one of the arms in this packet. Okay, that's a tiny pistol. That's not big enough to be... No, that's not big enough either. This might be it. This looks like it could be it. Where's the pistol? There we go. Yes. Pistol arm. Unfortunately, that is the exact same arm as my chainy sword arms. NMM doesn't like look too great. If you look at the model from a certain point, a certain angle. NMM. What's NNM? New mass non-metallic. Oh yeah, non-metallic painting. Non-metallic metals. Yeah, using for non-metallic. I mean, I think it's a really cool method of doing it. It's just not personally something I'd want to do. Seems a lot of effort for something that I think looks okay-ish. Okay, let's look at the other arms in here then. We got the axe arm. Oh, I got a knife arm too. Okay, I got a lot of axe arms. Where did I put my big old axe on before?
We are all curious about your painting techniques then.
You've seen my painting techniques. You've seen what I've painted before. For Gundam, she liked metallic paints. Oh. Yeah, my painting... I'll show you for two... I'll show you a couple of models I've painted. Oh. Hey. Oh. Big box of screws! Ah. Ooh, display cabinet almost fell over. There we go. Here's a couple of dudes I've painted before. Could always put that sword on the belt. Potentially. Here we go. Here's one of the models I've painted. or my Black Templar. I like to go with blue rather than when normally if I'd have red. So as you see, I really like weathering techniques and, you know, like putting dirt and having the paint coming off of showing the metal underneath. Yeah. You can see it just looks all blasted and distraught. That's what I like. Similarly, there's a dude here, Stern Guard with Heavy Bolter. Similar sorts of paint style. Potentially should have done a bit more highlighting on the black there. Around the edges. Where's the rat suit? I don't have a rat suit. That wasn't my model to learn. They don't have rat suits. I don't want them to have rat suits. Okay, I'll cut off a big axe head here. And replace it. Actually, no, the Templar axe head. That's a Templar. That's a Templar sib. I can't replace that. With a librarian. Wait a minute. Cut off that part here. Double axe. Double axe, double axe, double axe, double axe, double axe, double axe, double axe. Double axe, double axe, double axe, double axe. Oh, I accidentally clicked part of something I didn't want to, but still. We all love the double axe. Double axe blade chaplain! Yeah! Snip too much is just battle damage. Yeah, it's a chain. The chain got shot a bit. Don't worry. Don't worry. The chaplain has a double battle axe. No one. We'll be like, did you just like kill a librarian and put his axe on your axe? It's like, I don't know. Did I? No. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you didn't. It's like, I didn't kill anyone. There might be currently a tyrannid eating a librarian and I could have stopped it potentially, but you know, that's not my job. Librarian's not in my chapter. I'm a Black Templar. We don't have librarians. Yeah! I'll just leave those two to dry up together. But while we give a pistol over here. Yeah, we'll have him shooting down. Well, not shooting down, but having the gun pointing down behind him. So it looks like he's focused elsewhere. I could have stopped the Tyrannid Eat to the librarian, but no, Black Templar and all. So actually I got some popcorn. And I got a new axe. Oh, look at him. Look at this cool chaplain. You wish you were as cool as this chaplain. But you're not. Because that's impossible. Don't feel bad about... Right, I've cut the little tip off of it. Candles. Candles. Okay, let me get some really big, cool Black Templar shoulder pads out. Anyway. How's this one looking? Have you ever played Assassin's Creed? No, I have seen bits of Assassin's Creed, but I've not played it. There we go. Oh, now that's a cool shoulder pad. I see candles, but the question is, are there 4 of them? No, there's 3 of them. There's 3 candles. 3 candles. Don't mind if I do. The Templar with the bad guys. No. The Knights Templar We're the good guys. You don't realise you're playing as the bad guys the entire time. Just let the Knights Templar do their thing, you know? There's nothing bad can come from it, right? Right. Okay, let's get another shoulder pad for him. There we go. Make sure it's all trimmed down. Oh, I wanted to have his arm kind of, you know, ooh, maybe like that. Yeah. Oh, his axe on show. Oh, it's cool little axe. Da, 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 da. Popcorn. Ba da da da. Pop, 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 pop. Yeah, that's a good shoulder pad placement. Do, 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 do. What do, 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 do. Oh, his arm's a bit wibbly wobbly, but it's fine. It's fine. The shoulder pad will allow it. There we go. Oh, now that's a cool chaplain. Tigurius. Eat your heart out. You're now a chaplain. Okay, maybe that would be cool. Maybe we can put a little candle on his base. Yeah, a little candle on his base would be good. We can get some more purity seals out, I suppose. Or, you know, other stuff. Assassin's Creed mentioned must go see how far Shadows has been pushed back. I'm hoping indefinitely. Oh no. Make sure the axe doesn't hit the base. Drop the base. Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. The axe won't hit the base. The cape's a bit in the way of the base. But you know, that's also fine. Look at him. Look at now, that's cool. There's a little bit of cleaning up needs to be done, but you know. Got a little symbol that looks like it'd be good for the chaplain. So super glue this to here, probably. Yeah, down there. I love kit bashing like this, but some things don't fit. Yeah, it can be very hard to get things to fit together sometimes. Which... it feels like Games Workshop's going more and more down that path of kits don't fit together. Where before they... it's like you could put any two kits together and they'll just fit simplistically together. That being said, that's because the kits have become a lot more complex. They're doing a lot more effort to hide mode lines and stuff like that. So this means more complex kits and less putting together. I understand how I've done it. I just kind of miss being able to just convert any two models together effectively. Like one day you won't be able to just take some random marauders and put them Catachan arms on them. Or vice versa. Ubisoft needs to go bankrupt. Don't really know Ubisoft, so I'll have to trust you on that one. Yeah, actually, wait, Ubisoft made Anno 1800, didn't they? And stuff. But the only reason I've not played that is because of a stupid launcher and stuff it's got. Oh, I hate games where you have to for weird. It's one thing having your own launcher, and it's one thing making it the most infuriating thing to do. Especially when you have to be online for it. It's like, CA, Paradox, they have their own launchers. They don't really make it any worse for you. I mean, okay, you do have to go click the game, then click play again, but it allows you to like control your mods and stuff, so I don't mind it. The extra control of your mods you get is good. The issue is he's got big holes in the side of his body, so the arms don't have much room to actually glue onto. I'm going to have to glue them to other areas too, so they'll stick. Okay, now the chaplain on the bike has a bunch of purity seals on his shoulders, so I'm going to copy that and stick some of my spare purity seals on. Very hard to have spare purity seals when you're making Black Templar. But, you know, I've managed. I'll put another one there, yeah. Yeah, there we go. Couple of purity seals. Then we'll just glue him to the base and then glue the candle to the base. And all that should be left is for me to wait for him to dry into a more stable form. And he should be... all I need to do is then green stuff some parts to his head and so on. So to fill the hole in. Oh gosh, be careful. Be careful, Cupcake. There we go. Just trying to grab it by parts that are still drying. And there we go.
If you're not currently in a deficit of purity seals, are you even really Templaring correctly?
No, you're not. You're not, Cuptle. Okay, he's fine. He's alive. He's fine. He survived. He fell, but he can get back up. He's okay. He's okay. Poopy soft. Poopy soft. EA is the other company I really want to just, you know, fall down. I say for other company. I don't know much about Ubisoft on lots of their games. But EA is just so terrible with so many of the practices and the stuff they do, so it's... Okay, yeah, the issue is his foot there goes to the cape. I'd have to put like a lump of green stuff there. Or just a lump of pretty much plastic. Could also work. But let's super glue him to the base of his cape. Then we can just work on getting some plastic under his foot. We got plenty of plastic bits around that could just look like rubble. Especially since it's on a base of just rubble anyway. Okay, I don't think there's actually enough room on this base to put the candles. Okay, no, there's not. We'll just have to use the candles for another model then. Ubisoft is actually worse than EA, is it? I mean, that's some big, what's it called? Statement there. Not denying it, I just don't know enough to say if it's... to agree or disagree. So much tactical rock in this base. Must be powerful. Looking powerful, yeah! It's got all that tactical rock. It's called tactical rock for a reason. It's not just rock. It's not rock and roll. Just throw as many bits into here as we can. So that's just gluing itself to the things now. Get into the... There we go. Yeah, tactical rock for the win. Okay, there's just a little bit more. Just at the front of the foot. Little bit of do 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 do. In fact, a lot of these bits are just from other models that I've trimmed down as we've converted them. Actually, just makes it blend into the rocks even more, as it just looks like debris rather than bits of sprue. Okay, just a little bit more of rock. Okay, that one missed entirely. I missed again. That one was very close. Oh, very close again. Oh, there you go. Now I can just use a brush to push it into under there. Yeah, there we go. Tactical rock underfoot. Well, there's a bit of sprue there I don't actually want to be there. Stop it. Stop it, you're ruining the entire base. Aha. Yeah, tactical rock. You got the hole in the head. How does it look behind him? Actually, that's not too bad. Let's get his shoulder pads and arms on. Yeah. Who said he couldn't turn Tigurius into a Black Templar chaplain? Perfect. This is looks way cool. You compare this amazing dude here. Amazing dude. Can I bring it closer to the camera? Will it focus? Will it focus him? Autofocus. There we go. Look at this amazing dude here. Look at him. Look at him with all this cool stuff. Ignore the hole in the back of his head for now. And compare that to this lame hole. Where is it? Not that one. Where's the magazine? It's over here. It's over here. Stupid Tigurius. Captain of the stupids. Okay, get ready to be flashbang. Oh, you're already getting a little bit flashbanged. It's fine. Here we go. Compare it to that silly model here. Yeah, that model. Compared to... Definitely can see. Oh, that's very bright. That model. Yeah, I like mine better. You don't mess with the Black Templars. Ubisoft is the one who created pay-to-play in single player. Oof. A lot of Ubisoft games are very formulaic. There we go. Formulaic. Big open map with icons, plus they tried to go all in NFTs and luckily failed. They failed. I'm glad they failed. That would be bad if they hadn't. I mean, we got one horse armor and look what that led to. Microtransactions. which led to gacha. Okay, everyone loves gacha, so maybe if that's not... There we go. It's good. It's a good, cool model. Bet your Games Workshop's looking here thinking, you know what? She just made a mockery of us. She just made a mock. She made a cooler model than we ever thought of in entire lives. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? There's only one thing for it, for saying. There's only one thing for it. Run away. Run away. And then Games Workshop was never heard of again. It was very sad. Very sad indeed. Okay, I don't know what I'm gonna do with these extra knee pads and stuff that are very clearly not for Black Templars. Like ultramarine symbols are on them, librarian symbols. Guess I could use them in other conversions, like as the hiccup in debris.
Make more delicious chew toys for the bugs.
Yeah, either Chaos or Eldor or whatever. Okay, there we go. So we'll put these parts together over here so we know that they're not for other parts. Put these destroyed parts over here because they're for throwing. Keep that there. And where's my packet with what? Oh, okay, here it is. Now I can just put some of the Black Templar parts back in. We'll clean up. We'll clean up. Okay, and there's a sprue. Oh my gosh, somehow I managed to get it in. I had to like really spin that sprue when I threw it. But it landed in the correct place. I'm amazing. Okay, where's my box of bits? Box! Which ones are the arms? Are these the correct? Yep, they're the correct arms. Box of arms. Well, pack of arms. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, where's the other pack we got those stuff from? The candles and stuff. And the head. Here it is. We'll put it into there. Yay. Turning it in a basketball player. Yay! What do you mean in a basketball player? I'm 6'4". I am the best at basketball just by being taught. Oh. That's how it is. That's how it is. Let me put all of these things away. Let me make sure these packs are closed. Yeah. Okay. Then, Chaplain looks over at the Hive Tyrant for looking at one another. And he's like, hey bud, thanks for the axe. And he's like, oh, I'm being stepped on by a Tyranid, help me. Like, well, it doesn't look like he got a leg to stand on. Because he's got no legs left. And he's got only one hand left. Yuck. This is what happens when you give librarians to a Black Templar player. They either get turned into chaplains, or they get turned into chew toys of armies. In a world of online identity, for NFT will be valued. Maybe. Maybe, I hope not. Oh, look at that. Look at this guy just chewing and stuff. Delicious, delicious stuff. When you whip, I'm go, wata, wata, wata. You got a big sardine swing and go, whash slash, whash slash, whash slash. And when he's got little claws, he goes, stop, 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 stop. Look, please stop someone. Please stop someone. Wait, that's like the guy we built today. That's what we built yesterday. The chaplain feels a bit small though. It's like, look, compare him to his other primaris. Did the librarian even go through the process of, you know, becoming a primaris? He was a bit small. Now, compared to a human, he's huge. Look at this.
Something something about whips and being stepped on something something.
Don't whip me and don't step on me. It hurts, please. She's like, oh, why are you doing that, sir? I don't know. Felt like it. Oh, okay. Please don't do it again. Oh, okay. Whippers! Quita! Quita! Double axe time! Double axe! Shop, 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 shop! Swash, 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 swash! Swish, swish, swish! But like, oh, this is what, if it was... If that person in the story you read had a double axe, she could just spin it around, kill all the whippers in one go. Beyblade style. By the way, Hive Tyrants feel kind of weak now when you compare them to Dreadnoughts. Like, look how big the Dreadnought is compared to that Titty Tyrant. It's like, you're big. Ah. It's true, he is big. Okay, these are all models I'm going to have to put back again. Oh my goodness, every time I have to get out models. I'm coughing. I can't remember what he's... Oh, I think... Wait, no, he's not. Is he? I think he might be in the Plasma Force. I know he just can't get plasma pistols, but I think he might be in my Plasma Detachment, because my Plasma Detachment has 3 apothecaries. Every single thing has plasma guns, except some of the commanders. I think it's got a chaplain and a marshal. A marshal, yeah. Or a marshal has a plasma pistol. And he goes, pow, pow, pow. Cars are less scary now. Big guns never tire is a thing. What's big guns never tire? Oh, is that the thing, the rule about, you know, being able to shoot at big things that are in combat and being able to shoot out big things can shoot while they're in combat? Allowing you to shoot with vehicles while in combat, yeet. Oh yeah, and with that affects monsters too. So he's gonna be like... So all you have to do is win your combat immediately and then go into the next combat. Wait, can this Dreadnought still shoot at another monster while they're both in combat with one another? I know that they can't... Oh no, they can't use blast weapons while against something that for engagement range off, but they can shoot with other weapons. They just get -1 to hit. Okay, so here's our other chaplain. He's got the hole in his head, but I never had to fill it in because it's hidden by the Terminator armor. This was the librarian body. Librarian Terminator. Oh, is that the same size base? Yes, it is. Oh. He's actually got a proper chaplain thing, though. I've not played it yet. I've bought it. I just need to download it, but my internet's not very fast. So that's the issue I'm facing with it. I'm thinking about playing the Underhive game. Necromunda Underhive, because that one is I've got that one downloaded. I've also got XCOM I need to download, and was another game I got recently. Oh, Titanfall. Well, they're both big games too. It's just having to find an afternoon when no one's using the internet in my house, and then I can just download them. Well, actually, the Space Marine game, it's so big I'll need the entire day. I find sometimes I try downloading big things like that for, you know, for downloading process gets a bit messed up because it takes so long. And then it ends up corrupted. It's like, and then it says, oh, we're going to have to re-download it when you do no validate files. And then it says 120 gigabytes of downloads. It's like, everything got corrupted. No. Okay, here we go. Brain chips. Chips. There we go. There we go. What am I going to do? Oh, there we go. So we need to kind of end the stream now. Next week, I want to still get 2 hand cams in. I was going to paint today, but then the combat patrols arrived, so that's why we didn't paint. And I was going to paint. So next Sunday, we'll try to paint. I don't know when I'll do another hand cam, but we'll probably be making more Creek horses when we do. Well, not Creek horses, just horses. Nightly horses, so a Templar serves. Why you want to leave? I'm not wanting to leave you. Wait, heart, love heart, yay. And then we'll go to the home. We'll go here, yay. But I've not made the schedule next week yet. I don't know what I want to do. So Wednesday, I'll probably do a member stream. And I'll probably do a work-along stream. Well, it will basically be a Saturday where I try to cut up sprues to recycle them. Then on Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Moving World, because I want to see how far we can get. I want to see how big a colony can get, but maybe we should start slowing down for Windworld streams. Actually, people still really like them, so maybe not. Maybe tomorrow we'll do another hand cam. Or maybe not, I don't know. We've done so much hand cam. Yeah, I'll have a bit of break from the hand cams a little bit. So I want to do Elite Dangerous. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do Elite Dangerous tomorrow. And on Tuesday, I don't like starting new games on mornings though. No, Wednesday morning will be a stream. We'll do the member stream in the afternoon. Morning stream will be the work along. So Tuesday we'll have an afternoon stream. Let's go Necromunda Underhive on Tuesday afternoon. Do Necromunda not Elite Dangerous? No, we can do both. We can do both. I'll do Necromunda Underhive on the Tuesday. And then on the Saturday, we'll do another handcam stream. We'll try making 5 more Creek horses. Well, not Creek horses. We're mixing the Attilan and the Creek horses together. So to give ourselves a full squad of 10. I think we just need to do it 2 more times and have a full squad of 30 of them. No, have we not done any of the Necromunda games? I have. Which ones do I have? Let me open up Steam. So I can't show you my Steam page. So, where is it? Necromunda, Warhammer 40k. Oh no, it's just under Necromunda, isn't it? Necromunda. A, B, C, D. There you go. Yeah, I only have Necromunda Underhive Wars. I've not got Hired Gun. Looks like it's a fun game. Do I have any DLC? It's got 3 DLC. And I've got 4 more. Nice. Wait, does it have more than 3? Or is it just 3? No, it's got 4 and I have all of them apparently. Yeah, I bought it in a big sale ages ago. So it cost me like, what was it? A $5 for everything. Yeah. I need to play it. I'll try playing it and experimenting with it tomorrow. So we'll do that one. We'll do that one. It looks like a fun game. It looks like a fun enough game. I feel like I should do Astroneer at some point too, because we did 1 episode on that. I've also got No Man's Sky. No, but I like Elite Dangerous. Elite Dangerous I want to do because we finally bought the ship I wanted to buy and I've not had a chance to play it on stream yet. So that's what we'll do. That is what we'll do. Yeah. I don't know what we're doing for member stream. Maybe we'll have a watch along. Maybe we'd watch Dragon Ball Daima together. You want to watch Actually, no, I don't think I can. I don't think I can because I'd have to go through Crunchyroll for it. I don't know. Tell me your ideas on the Discord. The Discord in the link description, by the way, on my About page. So, I hope you've had fun today. I hope you had fun. I've had fun today. Is there anyone who's live right now that we know and can fade into and whatever? Oh, my tummy hurts so much though. Kasumi Mai. Change of plans for making pizza rolls. Just making pizza rolls. Do you want to raid? Do you want to... Actually, my tummy's really bad. I don't know if I want to raid. Well, if you've not liked the stream, please like it. Watch out for later today. I'll get my schedule uploaded. And I hope you have a good rest of your days. That you work hard, you play hard, and necro and necrosis. One is like a kitty, the other is like a carp. Big difference. No, it's called Necromunda. Like, it's a game. I actually don't know where necessarily it goes, but it's basically like means like Dead City or something like that. Went to the bathroom. What happened? We're ending stream. We're ending stream. Did you get to see the guy? Did we get to see the finished product? No, not Necromunda. Necromunda. Cat City. Yuck. Necromunda is the name of a hive city. Yuck. Oh, you didn't. Oh, okay. I'll show you the finished model. I'll show you the finished model. Where's my hand cam? Before we go. Before the stream ends, here's the finished model. Let's just make sure it's focused on the model. Which it kind of is. There he is. Double axe. Big old cape. Load of rubble underfoot. 2 purity seals on his arm. Cool little backpack. Little head. Good old pistol. Yeah. Cool thing. This is actually from for the 5 and start to set as a Stern Guard thing for backpack. So epic. Yeah. And there he is next to the previous chaplain we converted from a librarian Terminator. That one required so much more work in terms of green stuffing. It looks worse than it is because I had to file down for green stuff to make everything smooth, and it just makes these weird lines that look very weird. But don't worry, it's actually very, very smooth. Once it gets paint on, you'll barely be able to notice it. Oh. So, anyway, again. So, goodbye, everyone. Work hard, play harder. Have a good rest of your day. And what's the word I usually say? What is it? Oh, yeah. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to others. And vice versa. Eat good food. Sleep well. And dream of cupcakes, but don't eat them because cupcakes are fine, not food. Bye-bye. Oh, my tummy really hurts me. I need to go. Bye-bye, everyone.